It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. She off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun Diary Politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai. Them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle so they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun Diary Politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun Diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀.
Hello there.
Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun number one. Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Maiyegun Diary Maiyegun.
Good morning to you.
Lórí Facebook.
Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun Live.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Maiyegun máa wí. Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun Diary Politico.
Thank you so much for joining me tonight. And if you have, shared the broadcast, you should read the caption as well. Read the description of the entire conversation. And relax. Sit back and relax. And then be part of this.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì.
Thank you. What you have on your screen right now is not some furniture being moved to, a finished furniture being moved to their permanent site. These are the killed Nigerians in two communities in southern Kaduna. It was horrible.
àní ẹ̀sùnra yìí.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra yìí.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra yìí.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin òwò.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra yìí.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Òkúra olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra yìí.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra yìí.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra yìí.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Thank you very much. So once again, good evening to you, and good morning to you, and good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun live once again. We are starting on a very, very sad note. You have been reading about possibly about the killings in southern Kaduna in Nigeria and those behind that. But there are some historical, facts that we must not in any way exempt or ignore while we are reacting to any kind of current, happenings or reality. So to say, APC Egbekegbe is the conglomeration of heartless, cold-hearted criminals. That's a contrast, Abby. When you are heartless, you are not supposed to have any heart that is cold. I said conglomeration of all sorts of the evil you can think of. And I am not saying this because there are saints anywhere per se, but I'm talking about their actions, their policies, their motives, and every way from the word go, how they, influence, not just influence, no, how they watered this terrorist seed that has now germinated into blood-sucking monster. And guess what? That is not leaving us anytime soon. Here is the story. You see that southern Kaduna in Kaduna of Nigeria. Okay, put it this way. Kaduna State, just like many other states categorized as northern states in Nigeria, when it comes to religion, it's always 50-50. Are you with me? There is no real majority, except for when they want to use when they want to use this number for political manipulation. So under APC, Egbekegbe, when Rufai came in, or should I say, before them, the people of southern Kaduna, when they say southern Kaduna local government area, or the southern Kaduna entirely, is dominated mostly by Christians. So over time, they have been like warding off, fighting off those Fulani terrorist invaders. It didn't start, all of this didn't start under APC. It started before them. But the difference is that back then, the people were able, or should I say, they were allowed to defend themselves. And somehow, they were also getting help, proper help from Nigeria, right? But immediately, APC, Egbekegbe came in. Hell Rufai, Kasala busted. What happened? Either by plan or by plan, and at the same time, by plan again, the government of Nigeria, under APC, Egbekegbe, they actually have this. Take a look at this. Kaduna is not just Kaduna. Before we now delve fully into the crisis, Kaduna is not just like any other state in Nigeria. Kaduna is like the Pentagon of Nigeria. Is that right? Because Pentagon is like the headquarters of where they decide all the security wherever in America. Abi? Okay, let me use that. Let me use that analogy because that's what comes to my head right now, right? Kaduna is like, it should be like the fortress of Nigeria's security. If you are hearing about insecurity anywhere in Nigeria, Kaduna should naturally, ordinarily feel safe. Not just Kaduna, including every neighboring state that surrounds Kaduna. Then the people themselves, who understands their terrain, who understands when they see the invaders who have always been visiting and they have always been like, pushed back. That would have been a safe place. But immediately, APC, Egbekegbe came in. Look at this. So, this is like Kaduna. When you want to look at Kaduna military-wise or Nigeria defense-wise, this is Kaduna in picture, okay? You have the Armed Forces Command and Staff College in Jaji, Kaduna. You have Nigerian Defense Academy in Kaduna. You have the Nigerian Army of Artillery in Kaduna. You have the Nigerian Army Depot in Kaduna. You have the Army Operation Base in Kaduna. You also have the Nigerian Navy School of Armament in Kaduna. Also, in that same Kaduna, you have Nigerian Police College, as well as Nigerian Police Force Training School or something like that. But when you begin to take the record of the places who have suffered, unimaginable, mostly unexplainable glory experiences that started 7 years ago, and courtesy of the man who took the reign of the state and the flag, on the flag of APC, a little throwback, beg channels, they own credit for this clip. A bit of a throwback, please.
And yes, we offered them money. We said, look, if we have to pay you not to kill our people, we're happy to do it. Compensation for lives and property has foundations even in the Quran and the Bible. Frankly, as the governor of the state, this is where my opinion comes in. As I speak, we are aware of some church leaders that have been getting money from abroad to bury Christians that have been killed, to rebuild thousands of churches that have been destroyed, because the more they put this on social media and give the impression that Christians are being targeted, the more dollars flow in.
Is there your proof of this?
I will not say proof. The security agencies have been monitoring, and when we put it all together, you'll be surprised which people we are going to prosecute.
We have less than 90 seconds.
There are people in southern Kaduna, political leaders, church leaders, that are selling a narrative of exclusion, that only indigenous should live there, only people of a particular religion should live there. Now, unless people agree to live in peace and know that this is Nigeria, no one can chase anyone out, we will not have peace.
You got that? Right, that is what El Rufai said sometimes in 2017. Around that time, thousands have been killed. Tens of thousands have been displaced. And you heard him. The reason why there is crisis in southern Kaduna is because some religious leaders, Christians, some political leaders, according to him, Christians, they are insisting that only people of particular religion can live there. What is that particular religion? Islam. Who are those bringing the Islam who are now having to kill people? They are meeting in that same southern Kaduna. Who are they? The Fulani terrorists that he paid to return if they have lost anything during the time that they were not protected in Kaduna. Now, listen to this. That's why I said that their evil camp is not by accident, it is by plan. The crisis in southern Kaduna is by plan. The death that they record every day is by plan. But guess what? Something happened when they realized that it was their paramount ruler, this man. Whenever you heard about the Adara of Adara Kingdom, the Agomadara. Agomadara is like let me describe what this person was to the people of Adara Kingdom, which cut across majority part of, southern Kaduna. Now, this man, before they killed him, okay, on this issue of southern Kaduna, okay, he was like, the Oba of Lagos. That you can say, oh, Oba of Lagos, the leader of all Obas in Lagos, Abi. Is like the Alaafin of Oyo, the paramount ruler of the Oyo kingdom, right? The Awujale of Ijebu land, Ijebu kingdom. Are you with me? That is the kind of paramount, the kingship he held. The Agoma Adara. You know how they killed him, He was invited for peace talk by El Rufai in Kaduna, to come to Kaduna for a peace talk. Now, he went. When he got there, it was sat up like the governor wasn't around. They told him. So they delayed him until nearly very late for him to get back to his kingdom. There was no provision for him to sleep in Kaduna. He didn't make any for himself. You know what happened? Himself, his wife, and his driver, they decided to travel back from Kaduna to his kingdom. On their way, the Fulani terrorists that has been terrorizing his kingdom and his people, they kidnapped him. Now, when they kidnapped him, they shot his driver. They kidnapped him. They kidnapped his wife. They now demanded for ransom millions of naira. They raped his wife for 7 days, right? After collecting the ransom from the people of his kingdom, guess what? 2-3 days after that, they dumped his body just next on the footpath that is just the turn to his kingdom. A paramount ruler was killed. You can't even kill a dog like that, and you will never be kind of rebuked for it. So they killed him. All this is what they do. For those who know the history of the Fulani terrorists, their elites are the ones in power. But you see those ones they give guns to. The way they do is that they are so barbaric that when they unleash, they are kind of cowards, by the way. Very, very, very cowardish. Tricky and cunning. But here is how much of coward they are. When they want to attack a community, apart from the cover they get from their elite politicians in government. I'm saying this to you because it's true. Okay? This is what I'm just saying to you right now. In Nigeria is a crime. For me having to go this deep, telling you, and then mentioning some names like that, including repeatedly mentioning the Fulani terrorists. All this will hand me a sort of a free cell in their different dungeons where they have locked people who chose not to be coward like myself. They are a bunch of cowards. Okay, number one, in southern Kaduna and elsewhere, they are trying to force the indigenous people to vacate their ancestral land for them to resettle. Now, normally, if you need the land anywhere, like you want to build a house or you want to build a farm or whatever you want to build, and if you don't have any kind of inheritance that includes land, then that means you have to cough out some money to procure that same land for whatever purpose you are trying to use it for. You don't go around and then group yourselves, get some guns and all of that, and start killing people. So when El Rufai said some people in southern Kaduna and their leaders, royal fathers, they are insisting that only some religion, a particular religion is not allowed. That means they don't allow Islam in southern Kaduna. That is the propaganda they are selling. Are there no Muslims in southern Kaduna? Of course, there are Muslims. Are there no mosques in southern Kaduna? Of course, there are mosques. But the point here is this: the Fulani terrorists, from God knows where they are from, they are pushing the indigenous people from the ancestral land, and these are targeted areas. They are not like miscellaneous. Do you understand? All of these terrorist acts, they are targeted. There are targeted areas. And all of the targeted areas from northern Nigeria, from the middle belt part of Nigeria down to southern part of Nigeria, all these areas have been mapped out. And the only way they could get them, in their own view, is to use violence. So the people who are the leaders of the southern Kaduna, Rufai arrested hundreds of them. Without trial, they locked them up somewhere. Because according to him, they are the people causing the problem in southern Kaduna. They are the people who don't want peace. They are what they wanted. Do you see this ruga that you are hearing? Is exactly what Rufai is practicing codedly in Kaduna. And thousands of people are dying for it. And he's not doing it alone. As much as all these security headquarters, armamenti, force this, force that, are based in Kaduna, but they are so powerless that they can't defend ordinary Kaduna, talk less of Nigeria. That should tell you something. But the people know better. They have been targeted, they have been arrested, they have been vilified, and all of this have been done by the hell Rufai of Kaduna, simply because the people of southern Kaduna, they don't want to give up their lands. That's just it. So how do you get them to give up their land? It's by unleashing. First, you have to get their leaders. Kill the ones you can kill. Jail the ones you can jail. Their youth, oh dear. Let me tell you another story about that. Some of you, whenever you see those pictures of people killed on social media, you react like, what are they waiting for? Why can't they just go and defend? Why can't they just fight back? What is all this nonsense? They will just kill all of you. Look at it. You are just talking nonsense, or you are talking out of ignorance. We are talking about cowards that are working according to the timetable and the target of their sponsor. And their sponsor are the people in government, in power, who have everything within their capacity, which they have done so many times, to weaken the people for them before the terrorists will come in. But guess something, Guess something. These 40 people they killed in those two communities in southern Kaduna, they have names, They are all Christians. Not just that. There are people that are, there's some instances where a whole family, including their children, everybody, grandfather, grandmother, daddy, mommy, children, all wiped out in this program. Now, that's what they have to deal with because they are not leaving their land for them. Some areas where people have run away and left their land, some of these places, from the record that we have heard, they have, Rufai has appointed emirs, appointed Fulani terrorists as emirs in those places right now. You may not know much about it because, of course, how many will you remember? Killings here, killings there, every day killing, kidnapping. Which one will you even remember anymore? That's exactly the point. You will get so used to it that you will become so indifferent when you see the state-sponsored terrorism like it is happening in Kaduna. I'll show you. We all need to go and get our guns. We need to do this and that. That is, if you are facing these coward ragtag criminals who are so coward that they will go and hide on motorway, expressway, waiting for defenseless travelers. Then they will just stop. Go. Take them. They will be bragging, doing all of that. Cowards. When they go into communities, they go in the middle of the night, dead of the night. When they know that people are sleeping, then guess what? They will start setting people's homes ablaze. While everybody is running out in that chaos, in their own undress, they will open fire on them, feeling powerful, feeling, you know what I mean? Because they know if anything should happen, it will be them walking away from that scene without any of them being arrested, or even the fear of being arrested. They know that. So it's a field day for armless people. So how do you call those ones powerful? Now, when you now have a situation whereby Nigeria's defense system, the Nigerian security, intelligence system, network, and the rest of them, they have become so powerless that these ragtag terrorists are invading military barracks where they are keeping arms and ammunition. They are shooting their way into different armory in Nigeria, cutting away different weapons to the point that now cows, they tell us, say they cause wahala. Now, terrorists who are claiming to be cow herders, they now have anti-aircraft, what's they call them? A Granto air launcher. They can shoot down a fighter jet. They did shoot down a fighter jet, by the way. But all over, hey, don't talk like that. Don't politicize the security. But guess what? After they killed these people, after they turned these people into this sorrowful mood, 40 people killed in 2 communities, and without any single security response from anywhere in Kaduna. No single response all through. Right? Now, when they were done and gone, the Nigeria military and the rest of them now moved in to stop the young people from grouping and going after them or whatever. If anyone tried to do anything, you will be arrested. Carry your dead bodies. Go and bury them. Well, you know, as much as they will never open any real investigation into all these killings, there is no time these killings were committed, and you begin to put 1 and 2 together, and you will not be able to see the hand of Nigeria in it. When they are doing their, what do you call it? The state-sponsored terrorism in eastern Nigeria, when they were breaking prisons, when they were like, you know, all of that, you could see the hand of Nigeria in them. Depends on where you are looking. Maiyegun, how could the government just allow terrorists to go and kill people? I said, then you are so naive. And you can be forgiven. I mean, you can say you are ignorant of it. The survivors who finally went there, they said, listen, whether you are buying AK-47, you are wearing bulletproof, and the rest of that, the terrorists that came to the southern Kaduna to commit this killing, the type of weaponry that they used, sorry about that blinking, okay? I think my battery must be like shorting. Give me a sec. 1 moment. I'll try and fix that if it gets fixable. If it's not, I just hope, you know, hang on.
You don't cast, last. Everybody go chop breakfast. You don't cast, last. Everybody go chop breakfast. You don't cast, last. Everybody go chop breakfast. You don't cast, last. Everybody go chop breakfast.
Yes, so everybody will chop breakfast. So the survivors were able to pick up, like I was saying, by the way, we need to do this or that, man. The weapons that Nigeria borrow money to buy are the weapons that the terrorists are mostly parading, and Nigeria knows. And who is Nigeria? APC, a Bekegbese-led terrorist government, a bloodthirsty one, who blamed everyone but themselves. Now, take a look at this. These terrorists were shooting anti-tank, anti-aircraft, anti-concrete bullets at civilians. People who are like women, children running here and there. Hey, bo. Baba, they were not shooting just AK-47 bullet. Oh. They were shooting the bullet that if it touches fighter jets, if like few of them touches fight, it go crash. If the bullet enter concrete, it go enter and break them into pieces, enter them. If you are wearing bulletproof, you are as dead as dodo. You no go hear the sound. That was what the kind of bullet they were shooting that killed 40 people. They have names, by the way. I'll show you. For the eyewitness. Take a look at this.
They pick this one in this one has green color. Green color. Where is this one coming?
This is life.
What is this? Very good.
Are you seeing how we're holding? These are live ammunition. And machine guns. These are from machine guns. This is what was used. And this is Nigerian military. This is Nigerian military.
Do you get that now? In I don't know if I pronounce this right. I think it's called it's called the Eha Amufu in Enugu, where they killed 28 people. From those who managed to record them when they were doing all of that, they saw those, the assailants, the murderers, the terrorists, Fulani terrorists, so they were wearing the Nigeria military gear. They didn't pick up bullet to show to us or bullet casings. But imagine, the British government, or let's say British military issued bullets that are meant to be used at the war front. Imagine that in the UK, thousands of people are being killed. And when you look at the shell of those bullets, they are the bullets issued by the British government. This is not like bullets you buy out there or American government issued bullets, live ammunition. They always have their brand on it. It's different from what you can buy on the counter. Terrorists came to civilian community and they used that. And as we are watching this video, none of them is arrested. None of them will be arrested. The people will bury their dead, just like the Shiites did when the same Rufai and then Buratai the Butcher, when they killed over 1,400 Shiites in December 2015, just 6 months after they came in. The same Kaduna, Rufai was so proud of the murder, of the massacre, that he bragged openly about it.
Idan aka samu shaidu suka ce dan sara sun kai zai shiga kun shekara 7. Wannan irin wannan matakai shi muka dauka da muka samu matsala da mutanen alzazzaki. Da haka muka yi maganin su ya zama sai Abuja suke zuwa su yi shaidan su amma ba su yi a jihar. Idan Allah ya yarda, Allah ya yarda. Wa'annan insara suka da taimakon domin sai al'umma sun fito sun ce wane da wane.
And you know the excuse they gave for killing over 1,400 Nigerians because they are Shiites is because they don't want another Boko Haram to happen. That's why they have to kill them. Harmless people, to be, you know. Well, those they killed in Kaduna, they have names. And just like every one of the information we have come across when they commit all these crimes, for the record, for the diary, they do have names. And here you go. They were buried in shallow mass grave after the massacre. Yeah. And let me see if I still have that clip of the burial. Hang on. Okay, I think I don't. Or should I? Okay, I think I do. But okay, briefly. So they do have names. Now take a look at this list on your screen as much as you can. Okay, the picture is a bit sort of a blurry. I did my best to bolding it so that it will be easier for those who are going to be reading and for those who are going to screenshots for sometime later. Yeah, these were the people killed in southern Kaduna. Look at their ages. 41, 19, 41. 30, 49, even 70, 15 years old. You see that? Kids, 16 years old, 16 teenagers who got slaughtered by these terrorists. And this is what it is like in southern Kaduna communities. Help is not going to come. And the government of APC, Egbekegbe, in that state, El Rufai, this is one of the ways El Rufai earned his name. Is a hell of, a terrorist, so to say. So now, if you take a look at some, what he has been doing is to ensure the sustenance of that violence, and I think he succeeded when he challenged them that they continue to claim that they are Christians, that they have numbers, they have this or that, that for that, he was going to choose a Muslim as his deputy for his second term. And he did choose a woman, a Muslim. So it was El Rufai of Kaduna that first tried the Muslim ticket in a sort of a 50-50 religious state, and he didn't do it out of competence of his deputy. No, it was the crisis for the soul of southern Kaduna that nobody knows even why they have to kill, and how many people they would have to kill before they are tired. So I hope the soul of the departed, they will get justice. I know that is a very, very luxurious word to say, that justice for the dead. I don't think anyone will actually get real justice. If you are dead, you are dead. Nigeria has happened to you. Well, that is why before Nigeria happened to you, you sometimes need to fight back in whatever way and form, capacity or shape. It doesn't really matter. You shouldn't just be found so docile, like somebody like a ram, waiting for this a stripper to the slaughter. With what I know, he did it, and he advised Tifnumbu not to worry. So there's going to be a lot of bloodshed, and prayers cannot avert them. You are dealing with anarchists, terrorist sympathizers, funders. You are dealing with people who are like who have already done what you call the state capture. The state capture means Nigeria is already captured until all of you stop trying. Until you stop trying to save Nigeria from them or for them. You should just get yourself prepared. And like I've said it many times, I don't wish you evil or bad. I just want you to know that in reality, which is true, in Nigeria, that APC, they have managed to, to sort of sustain in the last 7 years, a bloody one. It simply means that we are all victims in the waiting. When is it going to be my turn, your turn, when Nigeria will happen to any of us? That is why some of us are saying that before Nigeria happened to you, before Nigeria happened to all of us, that we would not be able to like fight back anymore. Before we become the statistics that you might not be lucky enough that your name is mentioned. We know the names of those who they killed in Kaduna just of 2 days now. But you know what I mean? You should speak out. You should do something. You see this Nigeria you see today, until it is gone. Seriously, you probably will be gone in no time if all of us, or if many of us, continue to try to play God. You could make a turn and name it. You know you can't. You are dealing with a serious, evil-minded anarchist who have no absolute respect for human life, and they will do anything and everything just to keep the power, because power is all they live for and not for humanity. Now they can pretend on so many fronts. They can use anything as a front that they are fighting for you. No, they are not. Not even you as a Muslim. Not even you as a Christian. None of them, whoever uses any of those to hoodwink you, is doing so in the name of those religions. They don't give a damn about religion. They just have a way of pressing it as one of their own ways of manipulating you. So we are victims waiting to happen. Something happened just recently. Well, it was today that I got this clip. And what was that? Just a few days ago, we're talking about the confusion of the new Nigeria Naira note and all that, Abi. I want to go to that next. There's the reason why. Somebody sent me a clip. But before that, or should I say after that, I'll show you this. Take a look at this. I don't know what your experience has been. Have you seen their new money, their new notes, their new Naira? Have you seen it? If you're watching me from Nigeria, I mean, have you? Right. This happened, and I think we should all share it. Nigeria Naira notes and the wahala that is coming with it.
Give me my money immediately. Which kind of rubbish is this? I don't know about this. Give me my money immediately. You don't get money, you can't buy food. I beg, give me my money. Which kind of rubbish? I buy food for art. 400. I don't tell you anything. I give this money in Nigeria. I know if you see this kind of money before. I know they collect. I know they collect. Go to the this how they play. I know they collect this money. You will pay my money immediately. Give me this kind of thing. Okay. I'm not collect my money. I buy something for her and I give her money. You don't want this money. This money for this one. For this Nigeria. I never said this one. You must pay my money now. What is my money? You this one. Madam, leave me alone. You have to become my MP. You don't come to me. You must pay my money. I will pay my money. I no collect. Give me the money. I know that they use for Nigeria. Give me the money. I know they collect this money. This money is giving me my money. Nobody will pay for you. You don't give me my money.
I buy something for her. I will collect my money. I can't give her this money. If they start selling water, I said I'll pay for me.
I never see a light and I know they collect. Give me my money.
Boss,
I don't believe it for you.
I buy food for her. Sure you get it. I can't give her money. If they tell me say this money I pay, I tell her pay. Now the new money they talk to them.
I know they give me my money. Give me my money. I know they collect. Give me my money immediately. Which kind of rubbish is this? I don't know about this. Give me my money immediately. You don't get money, you can't buy food. I beg, give me my money. Which kind of rubbish? I buy food for art. 400. I give her 1,000. I give her 1,000.
This money in Nigeria.
I know even see this kind of money before. I know they collect, sir.
Now did you know?
I know they collect. Go to the this how they play. I know they collect this money. You will pay my money immediately. I will give me this kind of thing.
Okay.
I'm not collect my money.
I bet something for her and I give her money. You don't want this money.
This money be this one. For this Nigeria. I never say this one. You must pay my money now. Oh, it's a money.
Madam, leave me alone.
You have to be so happy. You don't come to me. You must pay my money. I'll pay my money. I no collect. Give me the money. I know where they use to Nigeria. Give me the money. I know they collect this money. This money is give me my money. You don't want to pay for here. You don't give me my money.
I buy something for her. So I can't give her this money. If they start selling water, I said I'll pay for me.
I never see a line and I know they collect. Give me my money.
Boss,
I don't believe it for you.
I buy food for her. Sure you get. I can't give her money. If they tell me say this money I pay, I tell her pay. Now the new money they put they talk to me.
I know they give me my money. Give me my
Wahala. And in Kolu's voice, if you want to, you must be able to fight with the something like if you okay, Kolu, give me motivation because I'm sweating from that stress. A motivation something.
Who say if you want to wrestle with pink, ready to get it. Standing with the poop. I am ready to get it.
Said one philosopher said something about if you want to wrestle with it, you must be willing to get. I'm sorry, I'm such a terrible person.
Who say if you want to wrestle with pink, ready to get it. Standing with the poop. I am ready to get it.
Thank you. And thank you. So for the sake of those who are watching me from Nigeria, that money is not fake. However, maybe this will help you. They have recolored your money and you have just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 days or 6 days now to change that your money. If you have 200 naira notes, let's not that one be red. I think so. So your 200 naira, this is what your 200 naira look like now in Nigeria. It's not fake. You know, your 200 naira used to be green. Abi, 200, it used to be green, but they don't mix the color. This is what it looks like now, front and back. They repainted it. So your 500 naira is also not fake when you see anything like this. It is called recoloring. Change your color, change your style. So if you see 500, it is no longer pink. It is now green. It's not fake. Now, if you see your 1,000 naira, for those of you who know what your 50 naira looks like, this is what your 1,000 naira look like now. It is no longer brown. It is a mixture of both, blue and brown. I don't know what that is, but this is what it looks like now. I hope when you receive one, may you not go injure person in anger with what Nigeria has done to many people today. Somebody is coming to come and dupe you. Take your, you know what I mean? And then maybe you have to also pay attention. Let me show you those details again, okay? Pay attention to the details. What makes, what you should look out for, You see, this is what your 200 naira looks like once again. This is what your 500 naira looks like once again. and your 1,000 naira has a gold. You see, it's only your 1,000 naira that has this gold in front of it, sort of like a gold foil, right? Stamped there. Others don't. Again, 200, 500, and 1,000. Good luck in surviving what this is going to be afterward. Let's share ourselves up a bit, where I captured, or should I say, I managed to get a few things about the obedient in Bayelsa. There is something I want to say about that. However, let's show this, if you wouldn't mind.
Remain standing for the national anthem.
Here is another one. On the street of Bayelsa, Yenagua, I don't know, Yenagua. They said the guy was like, what they did in Port Harcourt. He was like, with a wicket gave him a truck. According to the obedient, it was like bulletproof trucks, right? And a stadium. And the guy just decided to go and do his own street rally, right? Well, that's what they said. However, in that same Port Harcourt, where Werewike was dazzling himself, I have something just to lighten your mood before we then go to what exactly did Obi himself shared when he was in Bayelsa, the usual, just like others.
Maybe I like produce. Do you understand what it says? Maybe let me. They are telling me I should not bother about you at all. That you should continue to talk whatever you are talking. Don't mind them. Let me see, don't mind them. Don't mind them. Don't mind them. Don't mind them. I said, don't mind them. Don't mind them.
Anyway, again, what exactly did Obi tell them in Yenagua? You might be interested. Take a listen and pick your words. Like I used to say, right? It is not what he had to say, what he has to say, but what he is not saying from what he said. It's a tricky one, isn't it? But it's a very, very good one if you are good at it. Listen.
We make so everywhere we go, I'm sure in all of you, we have been a year, we will not see space here. So thank God we make each other in different locations before coming here. If you are not members of our family, you are members of our family, you are Labour Party. Is wrong with this family who faces. Whenever I'm involved in any family, I leave that to my wife and my family. So anybody that's involved must be based on justice, fairness, and good things. For Nigeria, let me assure you of what I say. Nigeria has not been taken well. Bayelsa was underwater. Nigeria is not here. I was the first person to say we are going to stop our lobby and go to Bayelsa because Bayelsa is underwater. We are not going to do that. Maiyegun deserves more than the 20% from Nigeria. And I'm going to give it to them. Maiyegun must have the road. Maiyegun must have the best. Because this is where Nigeria comes the first only. Nigeria becomes the first only in 1956 in Bayelsa. You are Bayelsa. Everywhere the environmental pollution, how we clean it up. Whether we be able to fish again and eat fish from their waters. Because we're going to clean it up. There will be road from here to Politico. You will go from here to only 11 kilometers. And most importantly, we are going to place Fulanis and the Federal to ensure that we stop this body to Bayelsa. I know what they have done to most of poor people. The purpose of government is to care for the poor. When Bayelsa has a problem, nobody cares. We are saying our job, our objective, have promised we will secure and unite Nigeria. We will make sure that Nigeria will the rule of law. There will be law and order. For this is no longer about people. Politico laptop students for carrying laptop. We are saying we will ensure that no more strike for our university. 4 years in 4 years, 5 years in 5 years. We will return to the election. We will move Nigeria from consumption to production.
His favorite line. And that's him explaining how he's going to move Nigeria from consumption to production. Ambitious, yeah? He's leading. The poll says he's leading. And the traditional political groups, PDP, APC, are like, no, that's a joke. Seriously. It's looking like a joke. That's up to everybody who is participating anyway. So I want to say thank you for spending your evening with me again. Okay? So this next part of this conversation is going to be me giving you an update on our end of the year, family supporter program that a lot of us have sort of chipped in so much. Many of us repeatedly, just to make sure that this idea is completely lifted off the ground. And indeed, we have done it. We are like 50% done, right? And then we are like 50% to go, which is us handing all this over to the beneficiaries across Yoruba land. It's so small, but we are starting small, and one day probably we'll do bigger. I'm talking about really, really big. So we have to say thank you to everybody who has chipped in and support. We will still need a lot of your support anyway, but yeah, thanks for what we have done so far. I need to give you an update on that. So while you watch this short clip, we should all please have it at the back of our mind that we hold the likes of Princess, even in Rumole, the drivers, the baggers, the people who are moving everything from here to there for us, and those who are also still going to participate in helping us take them to the beneficiaries as we pray for their safe trip or safe tour. Because it's going to be like tour of Yoruba land by the Yoruba Union team. They will be doing this on our behalf. And then we wish them all the best. So let me show you. We have currently, what can take care of 500 people, right? 500 people. And we are thinking of channeling this towards the elderly people. But the team, I trust them that they will follow their own judgments. So mine is just to offer an advice. And so far, so good. They seems to be getting so ready. So, first of all, we have made remittance of 2.7 million naira. Okay, we have paid 2.7 million naira towards this. We know we are going to pay more. Just last night, immediately after my broadcast, Princess brought it to my attention that we have one of us here who decided that they will be taking up the payment for the 4 workers, the 4 support workers who are going to be traveling with the team all over the place, handling the process of, all that stuff, right? Their welfare, their pay. So somebody pick up their pay, I won't say salary, their pay of 100,000 naira for the 4 of them, just like I announced yesterday, I believe. They heard that and they picked it up. And not just that, they have actually remitted that 100,000 naira to Princess. She told me. Now, what happened is this. After paying for our spaghettis, I don't know if that's a word for spaghetti, if there's anything called spaghettis. Anyway, you know what I'm saying, right? After paying for our own spags, then we have also paid for the, the 50 bags of our grains, rice. So, which will go divided into 5 kg per beneficiary plus the spag. I have been told that, a member of this platform felt so kind of, I didn't know we are doing this. The next time you are doing this, I am pledging to sponsor 350 people with whatever program we are putting up. I was like, oh, that's great. I would love to see that. But let me give you this update, right? After paying 2.7 million upfront, we have been able to pay for all of our where all of our supplies, the rice, the spag, everything we've paid for them, all paid for. From our budget, from what Princess told me, plus the 100,000 naira that a member of this platform just remitted, that leaves us, or should I say, if I'm right, it's like the whole thing was like 2.3 million or something, while out of 2.7 million. So well, she did tell me that she has 520,000 naira left from after paying for all of that. So which means we are left with logistics, the traveling, the movement, the, you know what I mean, all of that. So good enough. We have been able to clear what the media, the coverage would take, what the support workers, what they would take, all these ironed out. And yeah, we still have some money that will now go into transportation, accommodation, and this, at the same time, the welfare of those who are going to do this for us. It's important, isn't it? But let's go see what they have done in pictures. First, when they deliver them, I mean, this was the rice, I believe, the bag of rice.
Yeah, 5 kg, only extra meji. So 50, 10 of it, one in your combine. Ninu bag your coin. 10 of this one in 10 of this small one, maybe by one in so 10 of it here over there in 50 places. So yeah.
Right. Now, I think that was them, like when they got there. I mean, maybe yesterday or so, I'm not sure. So tonight I was telling her that could you make a short clip that, you know, I know it's so late somehow, but and she went downstairs of her house and she did make us a clip. And this time it is a little bit more illustrative, like it's self-explanatory, but we'll do more when our media team gets there to take over the entire coverage. That will give us the real picture of what we have done or what we are doing, including the beneficiaries as well and what they have to say. So Princess sent me this. I love it. I know we will love it more when they begin to get to the hands of the beneficiaries. All from here.
Good evening, Maiyegun. How are you? This is the rice. This is 5 kilogram. You know, it has been rebagged into this. So we'll be handling this to our people with 2 spaghetti, and we have 500 of this here. We have 10 of this in each of these bags here. So we'll be giving one of this to everyone with 2 spaghetti, the one we showed you the last time. So we have 500 of this 5 kilogram here, because the big bags took 10 of this. So that's 500 of this here. 500 of this is what we'll be giving out. And I want to say thank you to everyone. I'm super proud of us, you know. It's a tiny little step, you know, very petite step. But the fact that we have taken it is enough, you know. And we are super ready for this, you know. We're ready to move. And this is it. This is everything.
I know some of you, all of us who made that contribution, $5, $10, $100, 500 pounds, where 100, you know, whatever you did drop, I bet you are just sitting down there with a smile, like when she was talking about the number, Abby. Imagine one day, and she's also, I mean, they are showing us a coverage, and it says, this bag here, we have 100,000 of it. Imagine that. Do you think it's impossible? Anyway, it is always impossible until it is done. So like she said, I actually love that voice. Do you like hearing it again? I kind of want to hear it again. Like, these are the voices that some of you will hear here, and you'll be like, oh, Maiyegun, I need Princess number. Because you just want to talk to Abby. I think I get it now. Listen to that again. Good evening, Maiyegun.
Good evening, Maiyegun. How are you? This is the rice. This is 5 kilogram. it has been rebagged into this. So we'll be handling this to our people with 2 spaghetti, and we have 500 of this here. We have 10 of this in each of these bags here. So we'll be giving one of this to everyone with 2 spaghetti, the one we showed you the last time. So we have 500 of this 5 kilogram here, because the big bag.
You know what I mean? You are just going to be there like, okay. And you know one thing, there's one thing. Some of you are watching right now and be like, oh my God, I mean, and I wanted to contribute to. Oh, I mean, no, next time, yeah, next time. I want to sponsor 20 bags myself. 20 bags for 200 people. Somebody already said that they are going to sponsor 350 people, which is like saying I'm going to get 35 bags. These are bags of rice that if they are well kind of packaged with others, other good stuff that could go into them, that could serve like a whole week's supply for some family. Guess what? Even if not just 10,000 naira, you save a family this time for food, even if they have it. Or let me say, so far they are not spending it from their pocket to say, oh, I need to take this money out to go and feed. You might not know what it is, but it's actually something. I mean, I don't know how you feel, okay? People expect people you give something to feel good. I don't know about you, and I think we probably have a lot in common. The members of the Temple of Truth. Maybe we have a lot in common, right? Which is, I actually feel happy giving than taking. I don't know how many of you feel same, and I bet a lot of people feel that way too. Or maybe you haven't figured it out, like you are not a taker, you are probably mostly a giver. If you look around, you're like, I'm not saying taking is bad, okay? Sometimes, right, it's good to be given something just to feel good, like, oh, wow, thank you. Just for you to say thank you to somebody else, oh, wow, thank you. But some of us actually feel better when we give. I am one of them, even though I don't have money, I don't have much. I feel better when I give. That's why I wish I just win lottery and have so much money and I'll just be this good person who just like, or I don't want you to like me because I'm giving out money. But I'm just saying. So, as you are sitting down there and you remember that you participated in this, now think of how you are going to feel when you begin to see the smiles on the faces of people you don't even know. You don't know them. They don't know you. They don't even have an idea if this is actually coming their way. They are just there doing their thing right now like everybody else, trying to figure out how this is going to be for this period. How is it going to, you know what I mean? Do you get that now? They have no idea. But randomly, with what Princess told me, they are actually going to be following their instincts. They want to hone this. So we have this pack of other, like sticker. You remember our stickers? Princess in our own ingenuity, like in our own genius, whatever, yeah. She was like, Maiyegun, now that I'm actually going to be touring the Yoruba land with all of this, I'm going to be pasting all our stickers everywhere. Do you know the sticker Princess will be pasting everywhere when she goes on this tour? Let me give you an example of it. This. So, imagine, even though it's not in Yoruba, a lot of these people who are going to come across our team, they are not just going to take our bag of rice. So, they're not just going to talk to us about why we are doing this. They are also going to go back home with something to remind them of us. Because they are still going to hear from us again and again and again. In a very different ways, different forms that majority of you right now probably have no idea that you also have a role to play. Oh, it's not about the money. Let me tell you something. If we need money, right, to make Yoruba nation happen, we don't need just to tax ourselves and say, oh yeah, no, there are ideas. But you need the people first. You need that commitment. You need that unblemished, undivided loyalty to the cause that says, Whatever it takes us, wherever it takes us, I will do my everything, including my children. My children will do everything as long as they live to bring about to reality the Yoruba nation. Because you see, when you have the people on your side, a lot of ideas that could generate wealth, that could generate things that could fund the movement by itself, if you have the number of the people. So first, we need to make the people our ally. It is. Some people will say it's a very slow, sort of a slow process. But do you know something? It is one of the most viable, strong process that you could take, and it will take, in fact, I don't know, you take like almost everything to get it undone. Once people get plugged in rightly, guided rightly, and you know what I mean? Trust me, they will lead it. And that's why I want to say thank you to every one of us who actually made this happen, okay? One day, we are not just going to reach out to 500 people. We are going to reach out to 500,000 people. I can feel that. I just feel like it's possible. I've seen what we can do if we really want to do something. Of course, I would have expected us to do more than this. But a lot of us would rather, you want to see. Seeing is believing, they say, until I see it. That's why I'm going to say thank you to this, our big sister, our lady, Lady Tosin Adeyemi. She is the one who, after last night's program, decided that, I think I heard where Maiyegun said 4 people are going to be paid 25,000 naira each for helping us out for 3 days. I can pay that one now, princess. Can you tell him that I will pay for that one? I can take that. There are many other people who are willing to support this with their own naira in Nigeria. I understand. But I decided that, yes, even though we wish we could do more than this, but even this one we have started, we need to make sure that we end well too. It is not completed. So if you still feel touched, like, okay, yeah, where can I help? What do you think I can do? I mean, where do you think we can help? Trust me, we will take anything that can indeed make this journey more successful. She hasn't given me a budget on the rest of what they need, including hotel reservations, the number of people going, the number of vehicles going. At the same time, hotel reservation and their welfare. I haven't been given details on that, but I'm glad that we have somehow figured out what it will cost us to get 4 extra hands with us to help us hand those things, to the people. So we are sure of that. We are sure of what the media will take, which means that we can get a proper documented coverage of that exercise as we carry them out, right? We are sure of that as well, but we're not sure of some other things that are pretty much like you can't be sure of them. Because whatever you get today is not what you are going to get tomorrow. Transportation, but she's very good at it. Are you with me? She is very good at it. So far, so good. She seems to be very much in control of this. So all we have to do is to make sure that we provide the resources that will further help. Okay, so I throw that up over to you to every one of us who has been part of this all along. So somebody said I should share our our fundraiser link. Of course, whatever goes into that, every penny will be accounted for. And that's one good thing about us. I don't know if you are proud of that or if you have ever thought of that. When we decided to do what we are doing right now, well, somehow we couldn't raise probably enough that could probably make a little impact like we are about to do now. But do you know what actually helped? We raised 1.8 million, right? And we have already, paid out, we raised 1.8 million and we have paid out 2.7 million. You know what that means? It means that we must have something somewhere. So we're able to dip our hand into our purse over the time, and we're able to provide 1 million naira to support what we raised within just a week or two this month. And that's why we're able to deliver this. So if you ever wish to be part of this, you are welcome. Okay. And if you have any question as well, You are also welcome. One of the information I've been given is that this process will start from Lagos. Then it will move down to Shagamu in Ogun State. Then it will move down to Ojaoba in Ibadan. Then other locations haven't been decided, but from that place on, they are going to move straight to Ile-Ife. Okay, I've been told Ile-Ife will be the center for that of Osun. And they haven't actually told me what will be the location in Ondo, Ekiti. Ilorin will likely be the location for Kwara. And there is deliberation on going straight to Kaba for Kogi. So all of these have no final clarity yet. I bet I'm going to get them anyway. So what that means is that somehow, we are still going to need more fund to support the logistics that will help and facilitate the delivery of this service by those who are going to work for us on this. There are many other things going on behind the scene that I wish we could possibly just keep for now, okay, until we have valid and factual information to share. One of them, by the way, is that of our Telegram page. The Telegram page, I believe, for those who have turned up, are those who are really interested in participating in what can we do. Well, Maiyegun. So the role is to share the roles, share responsibilities, get everyone connected to something. And whatever you can deliver to us, like this food program that we are putting up, is going to be one of the many other thousands of other programs that we're bringing up. Sure, you get. And most of our programs are going to fall under different kind of departments, and I don't like using committee. I would say departments, where when it comes to healthcare, ideas, programs that can help our people, support them, uplift them where they really, really need them, no matter how small or how big. They will go through the health committee. Anything that has to do with education, supporting and all that, you know what I mean? They will go through the education team. And same thing, whatever has to do with security and safety. Like we have already crafted all these positions out, right? All of these are to share responsibilities and be able to track progress and or otherwise of whatever we are doing. So all of these are something to just get us and get ourselves engaged in what will make it easier for you, indeed, out there to explain why are you interested? Are you interested in a Yoruba sovereign nation? Then you can sound more intelligent, engaging, conversational, not in any way, sort of a defensive, aggressive, and sometimes frustrated and all that. So we need to engage ourselves, recruit ourselves into wherever capacity we think we can function. I'm going to make that easier for us with the help of other people who are turning up right now. See, I can tell you this for free. It is no longer just Maiyegun. And listen, you might tell me all the time that we are many, we are more, we are behind you and all of that. For those who have shown up, I can tell you that we now have more than 10 people who have shown up to the point that some of them are even like adjusting their daily lives and all their day-to-day activities and businesses to accommodate whatever little responsibility we have to, so we have to give to them, and they can deliver. Seriously, all these are being fine-tuned. There's no rush, there's no pressure. We know what we want. We know how to get what we want. We just need to collate all these ideas together. We need to bring all these people together. We need to put, like they say in Yoruba, I need láti tọ̀ sí ojú kan kí ìtọ̀ wa kó lè wú ọṣẹ. That's what I'm going to say tonight, okay? So that's an update. And to everyone, listen, this could be an announcement, okay? If you still want to be part of this and you feel like, oh, I didn't hear about it, how come nobody said anything, or I'm just hearing this for the first time? I love this, right? What I'm going to do is that I am going to leave all these few links in the comment section, okay? You can use them to support us. Add messages to it and say, well, this is what I wanted to do. Also, right, you can share it too. Share all those links and talk to people. In a way, we would probably have something that some people are probably, in a way, not expecting. I bet if they underrate us, it is because they have seen many others before us, or even, like, as they will say, they will expect more after people like us. But you can say to them, no, you haven't seen anything like this. If the people should agree together if they should agree to work together, you can't imagine what is possible and what is impossible. I love the possibilities of the power of number. But if you have it, until you have it, you have to do the work. You have to do the job. So if you want to be part of it, sure. If you want to be in any of these cities to give them support as volunteers, great. If you want to support them back right there in Nigeria, and then it's you want to support with Naira, all whatever, you make that on request. If you make a request for it, you will be provided a Naira account where you can actually give your support, and everything given will be accounted for. I trust this team. I trust their judgment, and I believe that we trust ourselves too. On that trust, yeah, I believe we can build a lot. It might look so small. If we are consistent, the size won't matter at some point, because we can be bigger than you can ever imagine. But we must do the work. It is more than just talking. So to everybody who made this happen, thank you. Thank you. I'll take a few calls if I can. I don't know if my system is going to allow us or not, but we'll try. There's no harm in trying. The line is going to be open. I'm going to go make myself a cup of tea. Princess, I kind of want to see the video again, don't you? So sorry. Take a look. I'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
Good evening, Maiyegun. How are you? This is the rice. This is 5 kilograms. You know, it has been rebagged into this. So we'll be handling this to our people with 2 spaghetti, and we have 500 of this here. We have 10 of this in each of these bags here. So we'll be giving one of this to everyone with 2 spaghetti, the one we showed you the last time. So we have 500 of this 5 kilograms here, because the big bags are 210 of this. So that's 500 of this here. 500 of this is what we'll be giving out. And I want to say thank you to everyone. I'm super proud of us. You know, it's a tiny little step, you know, very petite step, but the fact that we have taken it is enough, you know. And we are super ready for this, you know. We're ready to move. And this is it. This is
he don't cast, last, everybody go chop breakfast. He don't cast, last, everybody go chop breakfast. He don't cast, last, everybody go chop breakfast.
So anyway, thank you very much for your patience, right? And it seems like I'm having that same problem again. I'm so sorry that I have to keep giving this almost every night. I don't know why, but somehow I keep having this jammed where I view connections and all of that suddenly just make it difficult for the. Okay, I'm gonna work and fix that. So anyway, I wish I could get some calls in. I have had one or two people who attempted to get through. Unfortunately, it won't. In a way, it came through and it just dropped off. So if you are trying, you should keep trying. But I am not going to accept. Okay, hang on. I have shared a link, but I'm going to probably maybe we should have a night in one of these time. I know everybody is so busy right now with the preparation for, you know what I mean, end of the year and the rest of that. So much going on, okay? So there's no pressure, okay? However, maybe we'll just choose a night that we would indeed do some small fundraiser to further support this team that will be doing this for us. And I've been told, by the way, that they are going to start from the 27th. 27th of December means it's going to be probably on Monday. So, no, I think it's going to be probably Tuesday or so, but next week. So they will be going to these, different locations to do what we hope that will be very successful and we won't have any reason, you know what I mean now, to in any way regret our action. So safely to and fro. So maybe we would have to do that at some point. Maybe when I get this whole thing fixed, it will further make further sense. Okay, so don't let me waste much of your time tonight. So thank you. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. And it's not so busy, but the message is delivered. And I hope if you are just joining us, you take your time to also watch this from the start, maybe. I think you should. And to the people of Southern Kaduna under this siege, it's not over. They are holding the power and they are never going to give it up without a fight. And it's going to be up to you if you still have that strength to put that fight. But trust me, what you are suffering, a lot of other people are suffering this across the other part of Nigeria. And it seems that APC, Egbekegbe would have to murder more people now in order to keep this power. Hang on, I think Taiwo is this one of our prominent ones anyway. Somehow you managed to get through. How are you?
Hello, General.
How are you, sir? I was about rounding up.
Monique, I know Monique in Thailand, but then you go learn.
Well, luckily, and he's actually holding. I don't know what's going on. Others, you know what will happen? Once they dial in,
I just said I should try.
Usually, I'll leave my phone to ring for like a minute. I'm sorry, for like 2-3 times, right? Then before I pick them up, so I'll see. Then before I look down again, it's gone. And they're like different numbers. I mean, were they just trying to flash me? I don't know. Anyway, sir, I know you might want to have one or two things to say tonight. I'm going to ask you to make it quick because we have a night that we're going to choose mostly for this particular convo. So yeah, please.
No, I just called to test your system. A lot to say, but let's close it for tonight. Yes, I called to check to test your system, so you can. I think people should be able to get in.
Hang on.
If you have time for people to call
in as well, let me try that too. Hang on, let me take that. I'm sorry, I was telling him to hang on, and I'm actually ending the call, taking another one. Here we go. Hello there. Can you hear me? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, Baba.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, Baba. I
can hear you loud and clear. I feel so. I can see you're about to finish, Baba. And
because I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand. Most of the time, these calls will come in before I get to the calling part, right? But the moment I open the line, get it connected, and get everything, you know what I mean? Now start seeing this blinking, and all of that stuff. And when I see that, then it usually just doesn't end well. You know what I mean? So thank you for trying to confirm the line.
Yes. So yes. Because I think maybe if we try to use like a proper broadband to call it, maybe we'll be able to solve that problem to see what is actually wrong.
I got.
I saw everything. I saw everything. In fact, you guys are amazing, Maiyegun. Wow. Like I said the other day when I called in. Little step. In fact, little step. Mobile got me read there were a lot of in fact, you understand. And that initiative that Princess, you said Princess is going to add to the gift, which is the stickers. In fact, it's very
so it's not going to be brilliant. Even when they are opening the food, they will just see that sticker. Some of them may throw them away. Some of them, because of the joy of that day, they will paste it on their door.
Yes.
So a lot of people are, which one is
it's another way of passing message.
And we have about 4,000 stickers already that we haven't even shared.
Yes.
4,000.
Yes. So, and Shewari or Awara Southern Kaduna Timo. Or Awara Southern Kaduna. Okore little finger. Uma Jerry Shewe. We say I want to live life, we should live when in the history. When you are doing what you are doing, you will report you. So it's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. Do you understand? Because all this that they are doing, everything is being documented. We are not in the 90s, we are not in the 1800s, whereby you're just going to and just go scot-free. You understand? The whole world is watching. Everybody can see what they are doing.
If anybody is somehow not in tune, you should just go on Google and type Southern Kaduna
crisis. You will see. You will read a lot.
This is actually happening.
You don't need Maiyegun. You don't need Maiyegun to tell you. You understand? Yes. Go and read it yourself. You will see. You understand? And for all of our southern brothers that are saying,
and you will sit down there and be like, this happened? This actually happened?
Yes. All of our southern brothers that are thinking, this will never happen down south, this will never happen. It's only a matter of time. You understand? So, I praise you guys. I appreciate you a lot. I'll let them come in. Yes, testing 1 2 1 2. Mike is working now. Yes, thank you very much. Mike, have a nice one.
Except the blinking. It's blinking again.
Yes.
Hello?
Hello,
Yeah.
Let me just
walk broadcast here. If you are well, better. Yeah, I'm gonna call you Wale. What kilo shele now?
Wale. Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ pọ̀. Nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ni pé mo ti kọ́kọ́ kí pé a kú ewu ọdún ẹni wá ṣe púpọ̀. Ṣé gbọ́? Ẹ bá mi kí àgbékẹ́ dáadáa àtàwọn ọmọ yín. Understand? You've done so good. You've done so good. I don't. I'm at a loss for words. Okay? Now, nǹkan tó mo fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ lé lórí àwọn Southern Kaduna yìí. Mo like gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe lórí ti Yorùbá yẹn ò bẹ̀ àìní ìyẹn wà òkè. Bẹ̀ ṣe rí Southern Kaduna yẹn ó ń send chills down my bone. Gbogbo ara mi ní òwà òkè. Ṣé gẹ́ni? Kí la máa ṣe sí ọ̀rọ̀ wèrè little finger yìí? Ṣé a lè gbé lọ sí international world court? Because these people are going to get away with this.
Only get away. There is a report. There's a particular report. Nipa crisis Southern Kaduna. Documented by from 2015 at the role. See little finger it playing there. Now, like you said, you let it and guess what, ma? That same report, what you are in front of the ICC anyway already. is already an appointed investigator lórí Southern Kaduna crisis to check the involvement of those in authority nínú ẹ̀. So bóyá torí pé wọ́n ti establish àwọn kankan o, bóyá somehow wọn ò tí institute case against wọn, but I don't think it's actually going to be like that forever. But pé wọ́n wádìí wọn yẹn, wọ́n document yẹn, that is on ground ma. In fact, tẹ́ bá lọ sórí Google, tẹ́ bá lọ search fún the Southern Kaduna Crisis Reports. Oríṣiríṣi lẹ máa rí o, minister report, kíní kan report o. Àwọn kan wà nínú wọn tó ní PDF file. So you can open it by is over 500 pages of indictment. So it's also there. Okay. But they are buying time. The more they are in power, the more they can always use the immunity of their power to cover themselves and their atrocities. And guess what, ma? They have all lovely, favorable countries who are somehow in support of their religious fanaticism and terrorism in Nigeria. Somehow, they can travel to those places, even undiscovered, undetected. Or the day they lose power, Orunya Bonio, even Buhari Gomasa. Seriously. No, because like Mokosha, this people to one because every day I'm so fearful for people who need power. Do you understand? Look at what defenseless people here. You open fire. I understand. Look at what Tinubu is doing. These people are so insensitive. Yes. Hey, is it because they FJ porridge? Let me talk about the battery thingy. Kilo little in now. That's what they live on. What is because if God can be there, no. Because phone call Marty won jigbe ní Ògbómọ̀ṣọ́ yẹn hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì àyẹn. Benga Owólabí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni òun ni mò ń wò gan ní Charade ní tí ń bá yín sọ ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo gbọ́ pọ́n lọ ti mú àwọn ènìyàn tó dé stage kan tó sọ pé àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ò tí ì gbé aago ṣẹ́ni kó dé nínú conversation ó débi kan tó sọ pé wọ́n máa pa mí lọ́la kò sí nǹkan tí mo lè ṣe wọ́n máa pa mí lọ́la God wọ́n máa pa mí lọ́la wọ́n máa ṣó ti pé ó ṣe pé kíníkan bóyá yẹn lè bá wa rówó gbogbo àwọn tó ní kọ́ máa pè yẹn o ó mọ̀ kí kò sówó lọ́wọ́ wọn but nígbà tí wọ́n ti wà níbi between ikú and death irú ẹni yẹn ṣẹlẹ̀ sọpọ́ lọ́hún wà létí ẹ̀ ní that moment yẹn tí ò ní sọ pé ẹjọ́ ẹ bá mi bẹ̀ kó gbà mí lọ́wọ́ ibi àwọn people in time yìí and you know tens of thousands of àwọn èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀. So I mean, how do we open our eyes? How do we keep persevering? Táwọn people máa báyé wa jẹ́ tán finally. Ní mo ṣe kígbe pé ẹ gbà mí. Ṣé a máa rí nǹkan ṣe sí olórí burúkú tó wà tó pè rẹ̀ ní because look at ọ̀rọ̀ tó sọ ní 2017 tí ẹ kọ́kọ́ play yẹn tó ní pé kí ni ó dẹ̀ carry out ó play out gbogbo script yẹn ó dẹ̀ pa gbogbo àwọn people yẹn tọ́ba gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣó dáa bẹ́ẹ̀. Okay ó dẹ̀ sẹ́ni tó máa charge àwọn people yìí níjọ́ wo la máa wá bọ́kọ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn. There is record although àlè bank lé lórí ṣẹ̀gẹ́tì sìn tó bá jẹ́ pé bóyá pé èmi àtẹ̀yìn la ní chance láti wà níbi tí irú decision bẹ́ẹ̀ tí wọ́n are taking ni we know what the right thing to do ṣẹ́ mọ̀ but because Nigeria is a place where the more crooked you are, the more criminally minded you are, there is likelihood that the more reward you are going to get. You know that, Abi? So wicked, heartless people. Come on.
You just don't have a heart.
Only Shetima should be in jail. Anything saw you, Arab. Only but look at it today. A lot of people are looking at Shetima as incoming president for Nigeria. And when he looks at him, with what he did in Borno, especially with the life of those who are non-Muslims, this person is a Muslim. Only with what he did, he should be in jail, answering questions, right, for the crime against humanity. But somehow, he may become their vice president as well. Let's understand. See? So in the end, so Nigeria is a place where they reward criminals. You see them, and then when they reward them, they will say, maybe they have changed. Maybe they will change. Maybe they mean well now. How do you elect devil that they have told you all the description of devil, and you gave the devil the power? Can't they pray to God to change the devil, to do the right thing? How is that possible? And how could you be doing that again and again and again to yourselves? It's a terrible one, Mao. I don't like you.
No.
Self-destruct.
People even I mean, now people even are aware of what this woman is doing because news station in Nigeria. Nobody here.
They don't say them like this. They get insane. So, and
then you can imagine. Then again, Tinubu was talking about, when he went to Chatham House, he was praising, he was kissing, he was adoring Kaduna little finger. People who know
question on insecurity. You know about doing sorrow. He started talking about we need area surveillance. We need forgetting the fact that the same Kaduna has more than 8 military, police, navy posts in that place. 8 of them.
Now, we are oblivious of what he did in Southern Kaduna to humanity.
Well, I don't
forget we are Muslim, we are Christian. Does he want to tell me he doesn't know?
Well,
now, you Tinubu, you are not going Buhari. Look at bloodshed, Buhari, and then you now want to come and continue on Buhari's footsteps?
Benny.
Hey, wow.
So you get.
I'm not a jago. You're bad. Peace.
And I want to make ready pay. About it to a lot of jai say.
Because in fact, Yoruba today was talking about Bajabia Mila. Offer sign water bill. Then you take everything, you take off. Already.
So instead of the moment they do the water bill, right? The moment they do that and they pass it, yeah. What will happen is that instead of you seeing Fulani terrorists coming to kill people, it will be the soldiers, the police that will be shooting and killing people. Guess what they will do, Because everybody who is saying, if you are found on those land that is now called government land, right? You know what they will say. We are asking everybody to evacuate. It's no longer your land. You know, it's new law. It's new gazette. The confusion may last for like maybe 6 months or a year. After that, they will not give them quick notice anymore. The soldiers will move in. Anybody they see there, now shoot aside. Now that's the future. That is the future. Now, what we are saying is that they might think they are doing everything right now, right? Everything they are doing that they think they are getting away with. They are like ingredient that is pushing people more and more and more to the brink of they take them anymore. Sure you get. And when it gets to that brink,
like I was on Yoruba today and I was now texting, hey, she was now begging, come and sign there, come and shake that money will back there. They signed it already, it's signed, sealed, and done.
That's what I'm trying to say, Pe. Whether they go ahead to do it or not, it's never going to bring peace. Why
can't tí ni ó máa yẹ kí àwọn Yorùbá àwọn tó láwọn ní gbogbo ògùn láyé nǹkan tó yẹ kó ṣe fún àwọn people listen o and listen very well o ọmọdé mi ni ọ̀rọ̀ yìí because àwọn people yìí kò sí nǹkan tí a lè ṣe wọ́n ready láti fi gbogbo ipa wọn kan fi pa wá kan fi ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ now ẹ̀yin náà bọ́ sínú ilé yín ẹ bọ́ sínú ilé yín àwọn oògùn tí ò kì í sunlé oko ló máa ń sùn ẹgbẹ́ síta fún ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá jẹ́ Fúlàní àbí sójà kan tó bá ti ń gbé ẹsẹ̀ lé gbogbo bí odò wa ikú ni fún wọn nígbà tí gbogbo bá kú bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ó bá tán
ṣé ń sọ kọ́kọ́ fún yín
wọ́n bá tán
ṣé ń sọ kọ́kọ́ fún yín
wọ́n sá
ṣé ń sọ kọ́kọ́ mà
mo ń gbọ́
kọ́kọ́ mà ṣe rí nǹkan tí Yorùbá Nollywood tí wọ́n ṣe sí wa lára àwọn Ògúndé àǹkó kọ́lọ́n darí jì wọ́n ni mọ nǹkan tí mo sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mà àwọn nǹkan tí à ń wò yìí ti jẹ́ ká believe pé kí ló dé tí àwọn bàbá wa nírú àwọn nǹkan tá ti wò lójú àwòrán everywhere tá ti gbọ́n bí gbọ́ lọ́hùn ó ti yẹ yín sí èmi tí mo jókòó tí mo bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ yìí odò ògbólú Ìjẹ̀bú ni mo dàgbà sí mo bá wọn ṣe díẹ̀ nínú ẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan tí mo wá lẹ́nìí ni wípé Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ ká live on old glory ta ló wù kí wọ́n sọ pé wọ́n wá ń ṣe gbogbo eléyìí fún wọn kí wọ́n má ti dá ọgbọ́n tẹ̀ ń sọ yìí bóyá mọ nǹkan like many of the things tó jẹ́ rẹ́kọ̀dù tó jẹ́ pé ká ní pé bóyá pé a keep wọn bó ṣe yẹ ká keep wọn ni irú àwọn àsìkò tí ó bá wúlò fún wa náà lélẹ́yìí jẹun ló dẹ̀ pọ̀ jù ẹnu ló pọ̀ jù ǹjẹ́ yín ti gbọ́ níbì kan tí wọ́n sọ fún yín pé pẹ̀lú ẹ máa gbọ́ o pé pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa tí wọ́n jí gbé àti tí wọ́n pa ṣe ń gbọ́ mi mà wípé at least àwọn kan ti wà provoked nílẹ̀ Yorùbá pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwọn àmúṣagbára wa nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ń kọ́ wọ́n ti lo kí ló ti ń pè é wọ́n ti lo àkágò ó ní nǹkan tí mo kà mí kò tó ń pè ní àkágò àbí nǹkan sọ wọ́n dàgbà tó bá kọ adìyẹ sínú àgò ní ṣẹ́gẹ́t tó bá lọ sóko olóko tẹ́fẹ́ lọ jí nǹkan ń bẹ̀ ṣòye yín sìn sóńgbà tí kí ni ẹ bá máa mú yín ó máa pa yín pọ̀ sójú kan báyìí olóko yẹn máa kàn dé ó máa wá bá yín lójú kan bí tẹ́jọ́ kò sí yẹn náà ni ṣẹ́gẹ́t nígbà tẹ́mi wà ń kékeré wọ́n ti pariwo ó lé nígbà tá a máa débẹ̀ táwa ti rò pé bóyá pé wọ́n mólè àbí àṣé àwọn tó ń gbà mo fojú mi rí ni o kì í ṣe inú fíìmù o ó ṣe tẹ́ bá mix gbogbo ẹ̀ mọ́ra wọn ẹ realize wípé between 1970 àkọ́ tó bí àwa gan 1970 to 2000 jẹun lórí irọ́ ló dẹ̀ pọ̀ jù ẹni bá fọ́ọ̀sì wọn lọ́wọ́ ìwọ ló máa mọ̀ ọ́ kọ́sẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ ara yín náà ṣé kò tó bẹ́ẹ̀ kí a tẹ̀ ti dá ọgbọ́n láti bí odindi ọdún méje ń sìn.
wọ́n fà ń pa wá nílẹ̀ Yorùbá.
bẹ́ẹ̀ la máa sọ pé a máa kojú wọn ni a máa pe àwọn alálẹ̀ a máa pa àwọn bàbá wa irọ́ ni majority àwọn tó ń lé ẹnu yẹn àbí kó jẹ́ pé àwọn tó ti ẹni gan kan ń wò wá pé ó yẹ ẹ̀yin ti sí àsìkò yìí tó jẹ́ Jésù hálà lẹ́ ń pè ó yẹ lọ fèsì ẹ̀ fúnra yín because kò yé mi o tó bá jẹ́ nǹkan tí mi wò nù fíìmù ni nígbà tí mò ń dàgbà mà by now naturally ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ká máa he àwọn Fúlàní ajínigbé yìí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ ká máa he wọn bí ìgbín nísìn ṣe gbọ́ káwọn máa sọ nípa pé àwọn kan wà ń bí iye wọn ti dọdẹ o ó dàgbé Fúlàní ni wọn ìbọn wọn lọ́kọ́lẹ̀ yìí wọn ọmọ nǹkan tó ń ṣe mọ́ wọn ni àwọn alálẹ̀ ti mú wọn kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́ àwọn tó dẹ̀ ní bóyá wọn fi lọ wá ní.
mo gbọ́ nǹkan kan lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ mẹ́ta yìí o èèyàn yẹn wọ́n mú ní ilẹ̀ Fúlàní ni àwọn Fúlàní náà wọ́n mú sílẹ̀ kò yé yín ó dẹ̀ kúrò lọ́dọ̀ wọn ní ìwà mú ń tà láti yá ó kúrò lọ́dọ̀ wọn ní ìmọ̀ àwọn bó ṣe kó bẹ̀.
tó escape àbí gbogbo yẹn náà possible. kọ́tà ń sọ ní pé ṣẹ́rí pẹ̀lú monumental ní àwọn ìbọn tó dàbí ìbọn anti-aircraft ṣẹ́mọ̀pá àti èmi ò mọ̀ sí bóyá ní because ní defense tó dàbí ìgbà tó yẹ pé a máa sọ pé ok a ní àmì Yorùbá àmì àbẹ́ nǹkan kan get nsìn so orú wọn nǹkan tá a ní yìí lẹ́yìn máa kọ̀wọ́ pé ó tẹ̀ jẹ́ oyin tó máa ń sọ yẹn náà lọ́kàn dájọ́ ṣẹ́mọ̀pá ẹni tí yóò bá rojú ẹni tó rojú yìnbọn báwo lè fẹ́ yìnbọn.
tó máa rè tí ìyẹn bá dẹ̀ ti ta wọ́n báyìí kó máa kú ni.
èmi àti ìlàjọ ń wish ẹ̀ tó dá ti wo Yorùbá náà lè too much. ṣé ẹ ti understand. brain wa ti wà stimulated. ẹ máa gbọ́ brain wa wà stimulated.
ó wà àní ó wà oyin yẹn wà mo mọ oyin yẹn mo rí toyin yẹn rí tó jẹ́ pé ẹnì yẹn wọ́n fi gba ilẹ̀ ni wọ́n fi ṣèkà fún ni wọ́n gba ilẹ̀ oyin ló ta máa yẹn pa ó tápa ni.
ẹ̀yin mọ̀ pé naturally tí oyin bá attack yín bí attack ó lè pààyàn normal ṣe mọ̀ ṣá like normal. ẹ mọ̀ àbí normal tóyin bá attack yín ó jẹ́ Amẹ́ríkà ní bó jẹ́ anywhere tó bá ti gbé yín lọ sí A&E tó sáré wá nǹkan tó máa ṣe sínsìn poison yẹn ó lè ẹ̀tì ẹ̀. nǹkan tí mò ń sọ ni wípé àwọn nǹkan kan wà tí àwọn káyọ̀ tóyin káyọ̀ tẹ́fẹ̀tì kò yẹ sí àwọn nǹkan wà tó yẹ pé àwa ti gbọ́ àti kà tó pé irú àwọn àsìkò yìí a ò need láti máa dúnàádúrà lé lórí báyìí ṣẹ́gẹ́t ìṣúlẹ̀ ká máa sọ̀rọ̀ pé àsìkò yìí gan-an láti ẹ pé ẹ mọ nǹkan tẹ bá pè wọ́n àwọn tó ń sọ pé àwọn lè ṣe báyìí o lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ilẹ̀ Yorùbá o wọ́n á ní ẹ̀ ń gbà tó fún wa lówó àná ń jí wa gbé wọ́n ń jí wa pa àwọn ìṣẹ̀ṣe ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ṣé dìgbà tó bá fún yín lówó kẹ́ tó gbèjà
ẹ tiẹ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ náà ta wò ó náà káwa ní fún yín lówó lẹ́yìn tá a wà ń sìn ẹ kọ́kọ́ ṣe náà kọ́kọ́ tiẹ̀ ṣe náà ká wò bóyá
torí ọ̀lọ́ jẹ́ pé mi ò kí ń gbà wọ́n
ní nǹkan yẹn ká kọ́kọ́ ṣe ẹgbọ́n mi sà Maiyegun ẹ jẹ́ kọ́kọ́ tiẹ̀ lọ ṣe náà ká wò ó náà.
kọ́kọ́ náà lájọ́ ń sọ wọn ò ní ṣe wọ́n ní láti fún wọn kọ́ báyìí káwọn tó lè ṣe ti 419 gbájú ẹ̀ ló pọ̀ jù ẹnu ṣòro tó bá wá sọ pé fẹ́ ṣe jùjú máa wá ẹ̀mọ̀ kan ẹ̀mọ̀ tó máa ń bàyàn lẹ́rù àgbọ̀ so ṣó ń sọ fún mi pé kò sóògùn àbí tó fẹ́ kí n dánwò lára ẹ̀ tó fẹ́ kí n ṣú ẹ̀ ẹlẹ́nu ni o ara tí yẹn ló ti fẹ́ ṣú àbí fẹ́ kí ní kò sáré ya wèrè sòtòrò pé lè sọ pé kéèyàn sáré ya wèrè yẹn ó ti lágbára kan táyé òrìrí àbí fẹ́ kí n sọ pé kò ṣọ́kú nísinsìnyí lójú àwọn ìyá ẹ̀ irú agbára yẹn kó lè sáré fi bùkà lójú yá àbí kí sáré nípa kó sáré gbé ẹṣin irú àwọn nǹkan tó ní nìyẹn tó lè sáré fi yín sí tó bá ní chance ẹ̀ ọ̀ irú ìta ń sọ yìí anyway ma ṣòye yín sìn gbogbo báyìí jọ ń jù síra wa yìí sìn àjọ ń tọ́ láti sọ̀rọ̀ ni pé bíi challenges ni ṣòye yín nílùú mi lódò ògbólúngbà kan a máa ń ṣe kí ló ti ń pè a máa ń ṣe ọdún kan ọdún agẹmọ ni ṣẹgẹt níjẹ̀bú so ọdún agẹmọ yẹn ọdún èpè làwọn aráàta máa ń pè wípé ọdún tó jẹ́ pé tó bá pàdé Ìjẹ̀bú July la máa ń ṣe níjẹ̀bú ṣòye yín so òun ní gbogbo àwọn nǹkan tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú oògùn ni o in fact ṣé kí n sọ bí ọdún yẹn ṣe lágbára tó mà ìjọ tí wọ́n bá fẹ́ lọ tí gbogbo Ìjẹ̀bú àwọn òrìṣà Ìjẹ̀bú from everywhere tó bá fẹ́ move ẹyọ kan péré nínú wọn lobìnrin lè rí tó bá ń lọ majority wọn pátápátá obìnrin ò lè rí wọn ẹ jẹ́ now new story táwa wá gbọ́ ni pé anything tí wọ́n bá sọ ní ọjọ́ yẹn tó bá sọ báyìí wàràwàrà ló máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ àsọmọ kékeré ọmọ alágẹmọ ni mi ò wọ́n bí mi sínú ẹ̀ náà ni o ní side ìyá mi o ṣẹ́gẹ́t mo dẹ̀ ṣe oyè yín sí mo participate gan now àwọn tó jára àta wọ́n believe wípé tí obìnrin bá ṣí ojú wò wọ́n nígbà tí wọ́n ń lọ yẹn nǹkan tó bá ní kó ṣẹlẹ̀ sóbìnrin yẹn ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí. now àwa gẹ́gẹ́ bí ọmọ Ìjẹ̀bú I respect ọjọ́ yẹn bí ọjọ́ ìwúre kì í ṣe ọjọ́ èpè ọjọ́ tí gbogbo a máa ń bọ̀ tàbí ṣe bọ́n náà ti gbé gbogbo òrìṣà jáde wọ́n ti kó gbogbo àwọn irun because wọ́n ṣe ń lọ yẹn I believe pé ọ̀ntì tó bá padà dé ní ẹ̀yìn ọjọ́ 9 tẹ́ bá já ewé lẹ́niwé nílẹ̀ Ìjẹ̀bú kò ní ṣiṣẹ́ believe yẹn pé strong tó nìyẹn o so ọjọ́ ìwúre làwa máa ń kà sí àwọn wá bọ́ta àwọn òbí wọn wá máa ṣàdúrà fáwọn ọmọ wọn orí àwọn ọmọ mi kó sún wọn o kó ṣoríire o kọ́ mi jẹ́ kọ́ rí mu ọkọ́ tọ́jú mi ọkọ́ pẹ́ láyé o kọ́ ṣègbà kọ́ ṣe àwòṣe you get òṣèré àwọn tí a wo potency ọjọ́ yẹn àwọn tá jẹ́ young people tèmi mọ́ o àwọn wà curious tírú agbára yìí bá wà ṣe jẹ́ ká lò fún ọ̀dà àṣẹ lè ṣòye yín sìn but it doesn't work that way èmi ti find out kò yé yín mà ṣe rí tó bá jẹ́ pé bóyá pé àdá wà láàyè ara wa ni gbọ́ mi ìṣe ní nǹkan tí a ní yìí tó jẹ́ ohun ìṣọ́ra ilẹ̀ Yorùbá yìí ìṣe ló máa jẹ́ àdàpọ̀ mọ́ nǹkan tí ayé ń sọ when it comes to defence security ṣòye yín sìn o lè láyẹ̀tà o lè ní ọ̀wọ̀ at the same time tó bá fẹ́ lọ kọjú ẹni láyé ìgbà tí wọ́n ń lo ayẹ̀tà àti ọ̀wọ̀ ọfà ni wọ́n máa ń ta àti ṣakabula nísìnyí nígbà tó ń ṣe ṣakabula ẹni bá máa yin ṣakabula láyé ìgbà yẹn o láti close men tó yin fún kó tó lè àfẹ́ tiẹ̀ nísìnyí wọ́n lè wà ní bóyá bí 500 meters away ó máa mú ẹ lọ́gán ni so kò ń ṣàyẹ̀tà nìkan la ní ìdì mọ́ I also need àwọn èèyàn tó yẹ pé wọ́n máa train lórí ballistic handling ni o ballistic vest ni o head helmet ni when you talk about security a ní láti jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn mọ̀ yìí pé àwọn náà láti advance kò rubbish nǹkan ta ni o ń ṣe ló jẹ́ kí nǹkan ta nìyẹn kí àwọn tó jẹ́ modern kí ni wá háàdì mọ́ báwo lèèyàn ṣe máa kó AK-47 dání ìbọn tó ń wọ ara pléènì tí wọ́n mi ṣẹ́rẹ́ ìta ìfọgbọ́lọgbọ́gbọ́ ìta ìfọgbàlọgbàgbà tó bá dájọ́ ọjọ́ tá bá dájọ́ kíní bàbá ìbọn ti bá ẹ ó ti ṣubú kó tó canvas yẹn délẹ̀ ó ti lọ. So yẹn ni mo fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn wá mọ̀ pé kò sí nǹkan tó wrong pẹ̀lú ìṣẹ̀ṣe títí wa ayé ti change.
Denigin ẹgbà mi o ṣé mo kọ́ ṣáà tó ń báyìí.
Fúlàní terrorist tá à ń sọ yìí mà àwọn Fúlàní terrorist tá à ń sọ yìí mà láfíà tó bá gbé AK-47 dání wọ́n á tún de bàǹtẹ́ wọ́n á de òǹdè wọ́n á de gbá wọ́n á de nǹkan kan mọ́ra wọn. wọ́n ṣe ní AK-47 yẹn gangan yẹn ti ṣe 97% iṣẹ́ tó fẹ́ kó ṣe. èyí tó kù yẹn kó kàn fi build confidence ni pé tí nǹkan tó bá yìn lù wọ́n tó bá miss bóyá yẹn á prevent àwọn ẹ lọ wòye terrorist náà tó yẹ pé wọ́n yìn wọ́n lulẹ̀ bí gbà AK-47 ò ń ṣe anything tó bá dira ó máa dira ni dídira yẹn ò ń ṣe nǹkan tó jẹ sínú nìkan èyí tó fi cover níta gan need láti matter because when it comes to warfare ma nǹkan ti change ẹ má jà tanra wa ṣẹ́rí à ń mi ṣẹ́rí à ń sín gbẹ́rẹ́ à ń kó nǹkan kọ́run à ń ṣe kíní kan ò tó mọ́ because ibi tí wọ́n ti ṣe yẹn tó bá realize pé ṣé bá ń ṣà ń gbọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀ ẹlòmíwà tó bá yìnbọn fún ìbọn wọlé tó bá rí ibi mú ẹbí chicken tó bá mú ẹbí chicken wọ́n máa dẹ̀ ẹ́ mú mọ́lẹ̀ báyìí bí ògúfe ni tó máa fọ orí ẹ̀ mọ́lẹ̀ àní kò sí kú tí ò ra adìyẹ lọ́rùn ẹni wọn ní èyí lọ́rùn ẹgbẹ́ lọ́bẹ ẹtú kó ṣàtìkú. So if you have to survive ìwọ náà láti build that same kind of resistance yẹn là ń tọ́ láti educate àwọn èèyàn wa fún sí i pé kò wrong o ọ̀dọ́ ìbá fẹ́ kú bí chicken á lọ kọjú ti AK-47 ayẹta AK-47 máa yẹta o and kò rí dínkù pé bóyá ìṣẹ̀ṣe ò dá o wọ̀ wẹ́rẹ́ báyìí lọ́ máa pa ẹ́ guess what ẹni tó sín gbẹ́rẹ́ yẹn fún ẹ tó bá rí ṣàkàbùlà kò ní dúró èmi ti rí ni o mo fojú mi rí àwọn nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ni o but it is well ma.
Then again, one other thing, let me put on a final note. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ tún máa bá mi sọ̀rọ̀ lórí àwọn ọba yìí àti àwọn politicians pé ẹ kò máa fi ṣe mọ̀ lálálẹ́ tẹ́ bá ti fẹ́ ṣe tán ẹ máa jẹ́ kó ẹ máa fi ṣe bí àbí closing remark pé ṣẹ́rẹ́ yìí tẹ́ ń pera yín lọ́ba yìí ní ìlú táwa wà yìí wọ́n máa ń plan for 50 years ní full generation wọn Amẹ́ríkà làwa wà yìí nǹkan tí wọ́n máa jẹ ní 50 years wọ́n yẹ fẹ́ káyé wọn rí in 50 years wọ́n ti ṣe sílẹ̀ báyìí ọ̀nà ẹni wọ́n dẹ̀ ń tọ̀ so gbogbo bó bá ṣe wá fẹ́ kí ilẹ̀ Yorùbá rí in the next 50 years wọ́n máa plan ẹ̀ sílẹ̀ báyìí òun ló ń plan yìí òun làwọn ẹ bá ti fi ṣe closing remark every day pé remember politician ní kẹ́ má ṣòṣèlú o ṣùgbọ́n nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ kí ìlú yín rí ibi táwa wà yìí n tó máa dáyé wọn ṣe máa rí in 50 years wọ́n ti ṣe sílẹ̀ báyìí.
tẹ́ni tí bá try láti alter 50 years plan ni wọ́n yẹn wọ́n lè jà wọ́n nítorí ẹ̀ they can go to war with you. pé sori nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe ó máa affect plan ìlú wa fún 50 years bàbá wọ́n máa gbé bọ́ọ̀mù wá báyìí Amẹ́ríkà máa bá ẹ níbi tó wà ní pé action ẹ̀ ó máa affect future àwọn ọmọ wa so why tí àwọn tó jẹ́ ọba àti àwọn tó ń darí ilẹ̀ yìí I do say it every time but mama tẹnumọ́ sìn.
I must say closely now. Remember what you want your Yoruba land to be in the next 50 years for children yet unborn.
Will be determined by what you are doing today.
Yes. Appeal to their conscience. Tinubu will always be there maximum for 8 years. After 8 years, kilo ma àwọn ìran mi á tún padà sínú oko ẹrú yẹn again. Bóyá ìkọ̀ọ̀kan ó lè jẹ́ kí conscience wọn ó speak wọ́n máa pe wọn.
That is why tí a ṣe create a sort of a directorate or sort of a team, a department in the Yoruba Union advocacy tó máa jẹ́ bí a link between these obas because I need to explain kí ni nǹkan fáwọn ẹlòmíín nínú wọn. Okay, whatever you are getting today is not going to last. This Nigeria is not going to last. They can't rule a country like they can't run a country like this and expect it to last. It won't. It's a matter of time.
No, we can't keep going. No, it must be only keep going. Tí bá ti ń fún àwọn èèyàn lówó.
Sherry, ó dàbí bọ́ọ̀bù báyìí ni. Ṣòye yín sìn. It's been so long. And many times, ní àwọn wèrè yìí ti àwọn èèyàn débi tí gbogbo ẹ̀ ti fẹ́ fàyà. Bọ́ ìmọ̀ kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní pé tó bá ti fẹ́ débẹ̀ yẹn somehow wọ́n máa ń bá àrò àti ọ̀dọ̀fin inú wọn sọ̀rọ̀. Once I withdraw. Ẹ jẹ́ fún láwọn example kankan. Nígbà tí wọ́n dé ní 1984, ìyẹn àwọn kí ló ti ń pè December 83, 84, àwọn Buhari and co. Ẹ rí pé nígbà tó máa fi di pé Buhari bẹ̀rẹ̀ jákujàku ẹ̀ táwọn èèyàn ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní fẹ́ máa react 30 months péré ni o. Babangida dé. Wọ́n tún realize ẹja wele yìí náà. Ìyẹn play wọn economically gbogbo ẹ̀ tí ń wọná lọ. Oyè yìí sì ó ti ń rí pé àwọn èèyàn kan ti ń ready torí pé wọ́n push Babangida tó fi lọ ní òun fẹ́ ṣe election tí ò mean tó fẹ́ ṣe. Ṣóyè yín. Now, it got to a point tó yẹ pé that same powerful Babangida after 9 years untouchable tó ti rí fìrìfì ó ti rí everything. Ó dé sí tó yẹ pé charity ó bá dúró 1 more or 2 days more ní moment yẹn kò sí nǹkan tí ó lè ṣẹlẹ̀. Ẹ mọ̀ why Abacha dé. Ṣé àwọn kí tí kò bá sáré dé ní new yẹn àwọn èèyàn kàn máa dédé sáré calm down pé òkè ẹja wo nǹkan tó lè fẹ́ ṣe. Those are the recovery times Nigeria máa ń ní. Ẹ wá mọ ìtẹ́lẹ̀ fi yàtọ̀. Ẹ máa gbọ́ ẹ mọ tẹ́lẹ̀ fi yàtọ̀ mà. Ẹ mọ tẹ́lẹ̀ fi yàtọ̀. For the first time Nigeria were divided báyìí rí. For the first time Nigeria ìyà ò jẹ wọ́n tó yìí rí. Now ẹ wá lè sọ pé wọ́n lè endure ṣẹ́gẹ̀t. Ọ̀ṣẹ́ dáwọn tó ń treat wọn báyìí wọ́n hàn rò pé àwọn ń ṣe nǹkan tó wrong. Sọ pé tó bá ṣe nǹkan débi kan wá wò pé ọmọ ìbílẹ̀ ṣe this thing ti fẹ́ fàyà o ẹja calm down ẹja slow down ṣẹ́gẹ̀t let's just be nice ẹja pretend pé àti nice àti change so kí tension fi lọlẹ̀ àwọn eléyìí ò ran anybody wọ́n tẹ break pedal wọ́n accelerate lọ́nà ṣẹ́gẹ̀t ń sìn.
Because Tinubu Yorùbá they needed Yorùbá support. Yorùbá ló ń gbé wọn ló ń jẹ́ kó máa ṣe bullshit yìí náà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ tí tẹ́lẹ̀ gbogbo tó yẹ mo sọ pé ẹjọ́ ẹ máa bá wa sọ fún wọn pé Tinubu maximum 8 years ni ó máa lò àwọn ìran yín wọ́n á tún padà sóko ẹrú o. Bóyá ká tó bá tún tò
wọ́n. Máa pè ń gbà yẹn kó wá ràn wá lọ́wọ́.
Kala tí ṣe pé ìgbà yẹn so ẹjọ́ ẹ bá mi sọ ọmọ all the time remember oko ẹrú tún lè kejì lélẹ́yìí ẹ padà ẹjọ́ politicians àwọn ọba àti àwọn religious leaders àwọn bàbá Adébóyè
àwọn Africa àwọn tó ń gbá lẹ́yìn wọn because gbogbo all the same all join ni get they are all the same components.
Bóyá ká bá bẹ lórí wọn sọ̀rọ̀ bóyá conscience tó bá ṣe kọ́ ní wọ́n bá tẹ̀lé ní conscience tí wọ́n ò ní ọ̀fíìsì yẹn bá tẹ̀lé tọ́nà ìran ó wò pé ìwọ̀n mi máa wà nú ewu lọ láíláí mà ní kí leléyìí 50 years from now kí ló máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi l'Amẹ́ríkà wàá mọ ohun tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí wa ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ máa tún sọ because ẹ mọ̀ ẹ ní platform yẹn gangan ẹ bá wa tún fi ìjà ogun yẹn bóyá a lè ṣẹ́gun I don't know.
Thank you so much.
God bless you. More than that, because I know I'm so passionate already.
Maiyegun, you and this caller. Oh yeah, can just share program. I have a lot of people like that, you know. So thank you very much. So the Maiyegun must have enjoyed you. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. And you too, sir.
Yes, ma'am. So I just got like 2 other people on the line, but somehow, the thing has done what he usually does. So hang on, I think I've got one person. I hope this gets through. Hello there, Emiloko of Qatar.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, and yourself?
Well, I'm here. Thanks for asking. And Merry Christmas in advance.
In advance. That's right.
Nice one.
May Almighty Allah continue to be with you and your family.
Thank you.
Now, I want to say big thanks to Princess as well for
bless her.
For leaving our own stuff and making time for all this to make it happen.
I know. Thank you so much, Princess.
Thank you. For every one of us, I want to thank you. Not just Princess, but the kudos go to Princess. Because there are sometimes people tell you, because in contact, whatever you plan to do will not work. So thank God for giving us time and energy to make it come reality.
Thanks, Baba. Thank you.
I want to add more to what our lady that just got on the phone with
the
you.
Last caller, yes.
Now just the last caller. Sherry ọ̀rọ̀ ìṣẹ̀ṣe yẹn. Ṣẹ̀rí àwọn custodian yẹn ti gbàbọ̀dé ni.
Now.
Òótọ́ ìṣẹ̀ṣe wà o. A lot of them want to gbàbọ̀dé ni.
And you know something, Baba, it's because of it pé nǹkan tó bá náà fẹ́ ṣe yẹn, wọn ò ní intention láti ṣe. It's what they are going to get from it. Pé ó yá gbé ṣe yẹn fún jẹ́ kí n ṣe. They don't really, you know, like they are not really interested in, you know, just give me the money.
My father is from Ijebu.
Bless you.
Okay, my mother is from what is it called?
Okay. Baba, continue.
So I understand about that. When it comes to tradition, I understand it perfectly well.
Like Bonsheti module up, you know, Baba.
Bonsheti module up. Ṣé àwọn tó wá gbé tó ń jẹ́ custodian àkíní yẹn? Wọ́n ti gbàbọ̀dé débi pé spirit tó wà ní kíní yẹn tó yẹ kó máa ṣe ń gbà yẹn gan, ó ti fílẹ̀. Kò tí ò bá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, you and I watch Gani Adam and his own àwọn ajá ìjọ yẹn tó ń forí woman tó wà ní Germany àdúgbò ní woman yẹn wà ń jọ sí. Báwo pé báyìí tí wọ́n á fi di bíi ọjọ́ kejì ó yẹ kí woman yẹn kàn déédéé kú.
Yèyé dára. Yèyé dára.
Kó yẹ kí woman yẹn
ṣe fídíò pé a ti kórè ẹ̀ lẹ́ni o ìjọ kìnnìkan.
Tó tún pajá tó ń ṣe oríṣiríṣi ẹ̀rọ èyí ṣe gbà wọn wípé sàkámà jẹ wọn ti.
Sàkámà jẹ nìyẹn náà.
So Awúsá gan tó
èèyàn ti jókòó orí tó sọ pé èèyàn kan ti ṣe fídíò mi kan rí fídíò yẹn mọ́ sí ni èèyàn ti ṣe fídíò rí tó sọ pé òun fún mi lọ́jọ́ méje just because of Buhari o just because of Buhari yìí o tó náà yẹ pé tó bá sọ pé àwọn èèyàn ń bú mi lé nìyí Maiyegun àwọn èèyàn kan sọ̀rọ̀ pàmògà ó dà pé ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mọ̀ mí ni àwọn kan wà tó yẹ pé wọ́n ti ní sleepless night torí tèmi rí wọ́n ti ṣe fídíò tó ti orí mi bá tó ń ṣoògùn báyìí pé ìwọ Maiyegun mo fún ẹ lọ́jọ́ méje.
Gbogbo yẹn kò sí nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́ kò sí nǹkan kan bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́.
Èmi á fi owó pósí ẹ̀rọ.
There's nothing into it. There's nothing in it anymore.
Anyway, years ago, you know.
The only thing we need to plan is, when it comes to security now, the same sophisticated weapon táwọn ló ti ẹ̀ ń lò náà láti dojúkọ wọn. Ṣẹ́rí ṣàkàbùlà tá à ń dárúkọ Maiyegun. Òun la ayẹta yẹn lè ṣiṣẹ́ fún ṣàkàbùlà tá à ń sọ yẹn ni ayẹta yẹn lè ṣiṣẹ́ fún kò ń ṣe AK-47 ẹ tó bá lọ gbé AK-47 ní pé òun láyẹta lọ ọ̀run ló ń lọ ọ̀run ló ń lọ so kò lè work. So when it comes to security we just have to combat it the same way these people are bringing it in. Pé wọ́n dá nǹkan sílẹ̀ yẹn nǹkan tó bá dà sílẹ̀ òkè ṣe pé àní pé kò sóògùn yẹn mọ́ oògùn ìkà ló pọ̀ jù.
Tọ́ lè sáré rí ìfẹ́
tí wọ́n lè sáré ṣe ẹ̀kọ́ tó lè sáré ṣe
ọmọ yẹn ó sùn báyìí
ẹni wọ́n rí tẹnìkan tó fẹ́ dà pé tó fi débẹ̀ ẹ̀dá bàtì.
àwọn kan sọ pé graduate ni kò ríṣẹ́ àwọn kan lọ́nà tí kádà rẹ̀ tó fi ríṣẹ́ or the truth of the matter ni pé iṣẹ́ ọ̀hún dà Nàìjíríà. Now if he knows that ẹni tó kàwé somebody who is educated o and they are telling him that ipe nǹkan tó ṣe ríṣẹ́ ni pé torí ṣe ayé ni and he believed. So society
sometimes tí ò ríṣẹ́ tó lọ sọ́dọ̀ babaláwo tó lóun kọ́ bá wọn ṣàwúre tó máa tó ríṣẹ́ wọ́n ní kó lọ mú 50,000 wá. Bolo ti fẹ́ rí títí gbà tó yẹn wá sọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ kóun ní di bó àwọn yóò máa ṣiṣẹ́ tó kó lọ mú 50,000 kóun náà lè fi wé àtà ẹ̀rí pé ó ti lu já ara wọn. Babaláwo gan ti di yahoo so kó ní káyé tanra wa jẹ.
Babaláwo build the expectation wa what you are expecting.
Our expectation shouldn't go that way at all.
Your expectation of them is misplaced. That's why we need to let our people know that all these things can work in our favor, can work in our own support if they are well used, not when people actually want to use us.
Exactly.
Right? while we are looking for
That's
anything.
right.
So we know what we want.
If you truly want to, if someone have that power or that energy to do such
you don't need anybody to tell you to use it.
You don't have to say, okay, I need the Oyeba. Can you go on here? Can go? Can go?
You remember, see, Baba, right? Because today Ijebule me not dagba see, share you get. So about the every weekend, I've shoku. Even ordinary person, say all of us did they suffer. The old woman die. They are children, they are not doing so well anyway. So and everybody won't bury them. And you could just see this ragtag, weary. You just come and say, I want today, Amojo. I want to fight Amojo, what today? What are they looking for, Baba? And now the Shinapu. Am I finding Shinapu? Am I finding Adie? Ati Murimaru, 100 naira. Toba fun. I'm a faujo. Like I grew up, you know what I'm saying, Baba. Like I
understand it too well.
That's the kind of thing to brag about. Sure you get. Like law. Just to laugh. I laugh at them. I did what they, you know what I mean? Because somehow, well, I survived. But intentionally to harm people, just to prove to them that you have something to show, you know?
That's right.
Now they are killing us.
May God,
I think anybody Yorùbá
Southern Kaduna.
Yeah.
Nigeria. Bloody. Because we don't have anybody to support us.
We don't.
I want to put for whatever they call it. But that man is nothing other than just low atmosphere. If you acquire and totally acquire,
he's become an elite. You know what happened?
He's an elite. You know his story now. You cannot even hear about him anymore. I know that man too well.
Sure, you get Baba. When Gani was like, when he was younger, right? Are Onakakanfo then was like, it was like this. Somebody who is like passionate about injustice, this or that, blah blah blah, from his mom's one bedroom in Mushin at the time, because I know the house, I know his mom and all of that.
That's
at the time.
Right.
So it was like somebody but he was very intelligent. You couldn't take that away from him. So somehow, yeah, he did all of that fight in his own mind. He's fighting injustice. When the system now showed him, when they declared him wanted, the system showed him and they arrested him like one fugitive, like one armed robber. You remember that photo? When they have to present him inside the newspaper and all that. So immediately after that, I think probably where they locked him up, if he just thought to himself, because you know what happened? You know OPC, they were so dreadful then that Gani Adams last song, breaking news on Gani Adams. We saw his picture. Got demystified OPC. Why can't Gani Adams disappear? Why can't Gani Adams just do blah 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 blah? You know they fight for these people. Any chance where you get, rob them, take whatever your chance. No, they do yourself. And I think the moment he decided to blend in, he's been a rich man. He's been all right. There's no violence. He's a big man. It goes everywhere. Because sometimes you realize that the people are not really worthy of fighting for. And some of the people who claim to be fighting for people, Baba, I keep saying it to me, I know they fight for anybody. If you are ready to fight, all of us join out together and we'll go fight. Pay attention very well. Commodity here you get.
That's right.
Now you that they trade. So and me and nobody if you trade me that way. If you trade me, but the day I know, Baba, because maybe I tell you like it to
potential not even in this century anymore. Because at G, I can buy soon.
So and don't count on them.
Just like the woman said,
you get,
just like the lady said, Coca-Cola, Rufai. Let's keep the fire on. At the end of the day, keep Tinubu má tiẹ̀ ló 16 more years, because 16 years. I will come 16 years. Wọ́n wá tẹ́ra wọn lọ́rùn káwọn náà bí tó ṣe fẹ́ rí.
Ọjọ́ ẹgbẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní plan ẹ̀. Títí tó bá sọ pé Tinubu ni president yìí. Kọ́kọ́ imagine Buhari. Worst Buhari. You know say Buhari, everybody say Buhari is this or that, abi? Now, just close your eyes and imagine Buhari, the worst Buhari times 10. Now, when it happens there, you won't even see Tinubu again. You will not see him, forget it.
No more.
Now, people go to talk to you. They will be asking you, why do you want to see him? He is already delegated. Now, everybody is talking. Now, the problem is that, under Buhari, Baba, everybody is the presidency. This one will say something. Another will say, no, that's not what we mean. Oh, another will say, no, that's not what they will say different things at the same time, from the same place. So, that of Buhari, that of Tinubu, everybody shall leave. Don't hope for anything such. Sure you get. Just imagine.
Exactly. So, we will continue saying what we're supposed to say to them, to let them realize, hey, that's not the best thing to do. But when you come out, you can see the corner and àgbàlagbà tó bá ti sọ àgbàdo mọ́ọ̀dì. Already láti Dalawa there, so it shouldn't be a problem. Oh, le máa jẹ ní Máyé. O ti jẹ àwọn forefather mi Máyé. O ti jẹ bàbá tèmi Máyé àti ìyá mi. O wá fẹ́ jẹ mi náà Máyé wá ní kí n keep quiet. Keep quiet. Exactly. So whatever we are saying now, if it's not about pay one, bashing so color transformer become a better lagoon. The mind is become a better lagoon. Exactly. Lagoon me one day. So thank you, and I didn't have much to say.
It's all right.
I want you and your family to have a wonderful Christmas. And
thank you so much.
Almighty God continue to be with you and give you energy to continue doing what you know how to do best. You're wonderful. Thank you. You have a wonderful
Merry Christmas, eh? Nice one.
You too. Thank you.
So I'll take one more. It's just so strange that calls started coming in when I was rounding up. So I'll make this my last call, and then we can call it in. I'm so sorry. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Sir, how are you?
Good evening. I'm fine. Good evening.
Good evening to you.
What do I put it?
Compliment as well. Because now you can say Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Same to you. Yeah. That's true. I just overheard you. I don't know maybe that's correct regarding this water bill that they're signing or something like that.
Well,
is it true?
They haven't signed it, but
they haven't signed it. Yeah.
It's already at the. I think it's already at the third reading, codedly. I'll tell you the story quickly, right? Mm. When it first came, it didn't last. It didn't last 30 minutes. It didn't last, I know. So they debated it. The first reading, they had to pull it out. Okay. So then the news died down for a while until when we realized that they've returned it back codedly and it's already at the third reading. So it started popping up again. Now, what they have done is that somehow they have rested it on the side. We could wake up someday and it's already a law. And as for Buhari, he's going to sign it right away. So yeah, there's so much in the bag for 2023. So much. But for now, it hasn't been signed. They haven't, you know what I mean? Like, it's received all the resistance and the rejection that you can think of. But they are not giving up. It doesn't mean that it's over. It is still they are still debating it. It's still there.
Yeah. They'll just want to say, when they know that people rejected it, they'll come up with another story, another thing.
So you get, and then they will just tell you it's passed. How did you pass it? Who voted? Who this or that? Then that's it. But one thing is that if it is passed, you and I, even if you and I, even if we don't wish to carry gun, to fight, you get, as me, I know support violence. Or you can easily take this to the bank. When that happens, right? You can say they just signed away the breakup of Nigeria. And in fact, maybe I should, because of the bloodbath and all that, because as they say, we should be very careful of what we wish for. If not for that, and for just say it here now that I pray that they sign it. Or you know when they sign it, there will be, our people are going to be chased before they become provoked. Sure you get. So let me give you an example again, right? Let's say Lagos Bar Beach that people usually go to, and you know Kuramo Beach, Kuramo. I don't know if you have been there. I've been there. So you know that Kuramo Beach, Now that Kuramo Beach. Now just think about standing at where the water is in Kuramo. And you see all those sandy places where they have all these shanties and all those. Now stand close to that water and imagine 10 miles. How far is 10 miles from Kuramo? How far do you think that would take you into the hinterland of Lagos? Now imagine. Where are you going
to find yourself? Find yourself at the bus stop.
Maybe Obalende. You would have been to Obalende then. Now, here is the picture.
Obalende go and see you
10 miles. I mean, maybe not up to Obalende. Anyway, well, I think Obalende is still near, Abi. I think Obalende is still near.
And that's what I'm saying.
At that point, people like say you go just move closer to Surulere.
What are you talking about? Once you move like that, Third Milan Bridge is there now.
Sure, you get see, in fact, it's unimaginable. Now, let's imagine that they now said everybody from that place should move out. Because the 10-mile radius belongs to the government of Nigeria, from the water. See all those ones where they brag, say there be APC landlord in Lagos. They go buy guns. Those who can't buy guns, they will make guns. Because you know what? Like I said, Fulani terrorists will no longer come in to chase you. Now soldiers will come because you are trespassing. No, you are living on the government land. By law, you shouldn't be there anymore. Now they've given you time 1 year to move. What are you doing here? What are you still doing here? That's exactly what will happen to everywhere there is water in southern Nigeria if that water will be resigned. So now tell me, convince me that when that happens, it's not the signing away of the breakup of Nigeria. Maybe I'm just overreacting.
Of course,
tell me how that's going to bring peace.
Yeah, it is.
Is that possible to bring peace?
Yeah, there's no way. No way.
For example, my papa gave us for Kaduna before he died. 2-story building. Right? Now, let's say that my land is very close to Surulere, which means it's in Ketu, right? Let's say it's somewhere in let's say it's somewhere close to Kuramo Beach. And me, they believe that one day, if you just go back there, just go renovate that my old man house, convert them to something, make money. They're right here where I'm sitting here in the UK. I receive a call and they say, forget about your papa house. The land self, you don't belong to your papa anymore. And now the government of Nigeria own it. About forget now. All of us could become rebel. That's exactly what I think. If they dare it, if not because they are going to kill our people at the end of the day chasing them, I'm just going to wish for it and say, praise that they've signed it. Then you can go and rest and ensure that Nigeria will not last 10 years after that. I swear, you can take that to the bank. I don't care how much force they have, how much propaganda they have. You are chasing millions of people out of their lands and homes, destroying them to go and replace the places with who? With who?
Where?
So people say she marry for me.
You
can describe it for me. It's impossible.
Well, they know, but
let them do it.
They know.
Oba of Lagos, they go chase her. Oba of Lagos, Palace of Oba of Lagos. It will become the property of the government.
Because what I'm even praying for now, Tinubu family, especially Latori, they should kill them. They should feel the pain because they're just killing people at random.
Well,
this Tinubu is out, and whatever they call it,
if they are smart,
they should kill them. They should feel it so they can feel it.
See, let me say this: if they are smart at this point, which I don't think their smartness and their overconfidence are aligning. They are in contrast because things are going down. It's going to lead to where people are not going to be able to do this anymore. They are going to lose control. Then you know when they lose control, they panic. Look at what happened during the NSAS. They panicked. Buhari was begging on TV. Tifnumbu was begging people on phone, telling them they are misunderstanding him. It's not him. It's not this or that. They were panicking.
Yeah,
when they're in panic mode, you know how they react. They use the force, violence. Now, you know what will happen when they push people to that stage? That violence will be defeated. And Nigeria will be no more. Even when those people who are like shouting one Nigeria today, even if what I just said now, you see, Baba, what I just said now may be shocking to them. A lot of them will say, no. You see, when that time comes, they will lead the front. Let's break this thing up. Let's break everything up. This is impossible. We can't, because it's going to be happening. Another thing, sir. Somebody, I was speaking to a team of, I was speaking to two people today, Princess and somebody. And we spoke to some extent, and that person said, we're talking about the insecurity. Okay? Like, it could happen anywhere now, and all of that. And he was like, but they will not try that one in Lagos. Something like that. And I said, do you know that 7 years ago, an average Yoruba person, if you told them then that one day is coming, Fulani and they are gone, they will be kidnapping you, they will be shooting you, they will be killing you, they will be taking ransom from your family and your people. A lot of Yorubas will laugh. You remember that was 7 years, 8 years ago, it was Boko Haram in the north. Majority of us then felt like that was the problem of the north. 7, 8 years after that, we are now paying ransom to the same Fulani terrorists in Yoruba land. Not because we travel to Sokoto. Just in Yoruba land, you are kidnapped and you're paying ransom to people you thought 8 years ago. Such would never happen in Yoruba land. When I said that, I was like, Baba, I never thought it that way. Sure you get?
It's not happening now.
It is happening.
So that's why I said, to me, I've just said, it goes to a level I just said to myself, like them, let them kill these people and they'll feel the pinch. That's exactly the way I see it. Because these people they didn't see it as wrong thing they are doing. Especially this APC.
By the consequences
of
their own
there should be
actions.
Of their own actions. Yeah. But before that, a lot of people must have gone.
A lot of people are going to be
That's
affected.
my fear.
Exactly. A lot of people are being affected right now. A lot.
Yeah. That's why I said these people, their families, they should be going to their families and start killing them one by one. I don't know. People are just looking. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry because I just thought, I want your child. These are people, human being like them. And you say you're in government, and you can't reason to a lot of people. Oh, okay, Maiyegun. I just feel for my people. I don't just know what to say. I don't just know.
You've said enough, and we are following through. And at some point, we hope that because you know one thing, Baba, there's so many people, especially in Yoruba land, young and old, who are up to the task of all we are talking about. This insecurity of a thing, right? They are ready. They are up to it. They are for it. Genuinely. And they have demarcated, that this kind of cluster styled security system whereby what you have to do is just to make people connect. You know what I mean? Like every small villages, communities, they are connected. If you attack one, the rest will mobilize before you finish the attack. But you can't tell them to be waving and all of it. They need proper the proper protection. When I say proper protection, it includes a lot of things. You know what I mean, right? Now, there are genuine people. So we need to reach out to them. When we have such resources, help them. You see, sir, something is cooking. I'll leave it at that. The right people will get the support they need, okay? The right people will mobilize. And, there's something coming. Let's put it at that, and then I'm going to. The criminals who are pushing us to this stage, they are not stopping, they are not slowing down. They don't even feel like they are doing anything wrong. Okay, which means they don't give a damn how we feel. They don't give a damn how we react. What happens is this: if people really, really are made to react, and they actually react truly, even these powerful guys who feel so powerful, these cowards. They will run. I just want that time when that time happens, right? Let the right people have the right mind or mindset of what will be the post all of this. Because we can't chase criminals, end up in the hand of criminals. We can't chase slave masters, only to end up in the hands of the would-be slave masters. That would be so disastrous. That's why we need this. Tell people what they need to know, what they have to know. And then hopefully they are equipped, educated enough to make the right choices and be at the right place at the right time. Because they go up, they are not giving up. And they don't believe that anybody can challenge them. They don't believe that. They believe that everything, because we are saying, we are just making noise.
Let them making noise, because they feel that they have the gun, they have everything, the ammunition is
everything. What is left?
Everything.
Who remain?
Look, Benny.
That's exactly what they are right now. They are looking
everywhere.
Who remain? Who are they? Who are those making noise?
Exactly. So where the even they are using call to do all their perpetrating evils they want to do. They're just using him, pushing him forward, that kind of stuff. That's what they're using him for. I don't know. You can't read the lines. You can't read from the lines. But this is exactly what they're using him for.
Is not interesting. You remember when I said something about the basement campaign strategy where they are going to make sure that the whole show is going to be them, that they coordinate and arrange. Okay? If you have watched some of where Kolu has been appearing, you can tell that there are places where is people coordinated. The narrative, the conversation, okay, the ambience of the gathering and the rest, they are those things they made up, including those who are going to ask questions, those who are going to answer questions, how they're going to answer, and what they're going to talk about. All of them are scripted to be in a way to help them manage the packaging called Kolu. All Kolu is after is that I just want to wake up on the 26th or 27th of February and you tell me that I'm now the president. That's all I care about. Whatever it's going to take, I don't care. There's so much loading up, sir. There's so much disappointment loading. Above all, the criminals in Nigeria, they have now overdone it. If APC becomes the likes of PDP and they rig themselves to keep themselves in that power, you can possibly go get ready for what is going to happen after. Not a threat. Baba, sir. So thank you very much. I'm going to.
Thank you very much. Yes. I know. I mean, try it. Really talk tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for also helping me.
Maybe exactly. We meet definitely next year. I don't know. Maybe I'll get through before the month ends up. Whatever happens.
Anyway,
Happy New Year.
We're going to have a lot of time. We're going to have a lot of time together next year.
I know.
I kind of can see that. I feel like I'm going to be available in few places next year. And sure, let's wish ourselves the long life and then in good health. Okay. Now, once we are guaranteed of that, which I believe that we do, we are at least by faith, Abi. Now that means we can plan and hope for what 2023 has in stock for us, including what Nigeria is going to unleash on us next year. Because it's a two-way, it's a two-way traffic. Sure you get. As the people they are oppressing and bullying in Nigeria and those who are supporting them, as they have to live with the consequences of what happened after 2023. A lot of us in the diaspora, like we have been living with the consequences of what happened in 2015, whether we supported or not, whether we participated or not. A lot of us have been living with the consequences of that. Sure, via our family members, friends, relatives who have been hit by this APC trailer. So, whatever happens in the year 2023, if it happens, we are also going to have to bear it too. So it's better we all know and get ready. Thank you so much, sir.
Whatever it is. Thank you so much.
Amen. Have a good night,
Take care.
And you too. Thank you very much. And everybody as well. Thank you so much for your time. I am happy that we are able to spend extra time, okay? Even though I had to spend a longer time with some of the callers because the line was malfunctioning from the start. And I didn't expect to even take any call anymore. I was rounding up. So thank you very much to everybody who has been part of this for the rest of the evening. We can call it a night now. And if you are just joining us, please watch this from the start if you can. There are wonderful things discussed today. And to the people of Southern Kaduna and the people of Kaduna generally, our condolences. Okay? And we hope that somehow you are probably all this are getting you ready or reminding you why APC is an existential threat not just to themselves, but to all of us, whether you support them or not, all of us. So if there's anything you have to do, you should do your best to make sure that you hold power. Even their own people. I mean, nobody is spared. You are APC, you are this or that, you are suffering too. You are facing all of this. But something tells you that it's all right to die in this suffering. But it's not all right. It is not. And the majority will actually feel otherwise. Like, you know, better brace yourself. Brace yourself. Oh, we only have just about 7 days more. In 2020, we are 2022. 2023 is so here. I don't know how ready you are. So thank you for your time. And I'll see you some other time. Good night.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Maiyegun máa wí.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Maiyegun Diary, Diary Politico.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o, kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.